Where are our healers?
Yeah, our only. Well, we've got 2 healers.
Yeah, I can heal. I'm great at healing. You know,
Yeah, you got like a couple use heal.
I got 10 lay on hands. Don't worry, that's more than enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's. I mean, it's come in handy for sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not. Yeah, pardon the pun.
Oh, that's not okay. That's pretty good. Actually, I didn't even realize.
I
Just mention
didn't.
that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Totally an accident.
Those are the best kind of puns.
Alright, well, we're just waiting on a couple people. Nasira and Glenn, to be precise, or Miri and Kakuro. Welcome.
Hey.
So it looks like Uslog, you are going to be the scribe today.
Oh shoot! All right, well, I have my write up for. I forgot to upload the journal, but I have it. Let me get my stuff. My bad.
Oh, we're still waiting on Miri, so.
You've got
No, I have it.
30
I
seconds.
have it.
30 seconds,
have it.
5 minutes.
No.
Just kidding.
Sorry. I have like the notes and I can describe what happened, but it's okay if I drop the write up a bit later in the journal. That's my bad.
Yeah, that should be fine. I don't think anyone missed last week, so it's more for like the other people in the community if anyone's following your story. But some people do read the other stories, so. And of course for you all for like later on.
Yeah, very nice to have. I found.
What were we doing? When did we do that?
Yeah,
Do what?
exactly.
We're getting fucked up. That's what
I
we're
mean,
doing.
the journals for this group go back so far.
But yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think we have them all because some of them we lost because we weren't doing it. We weren't doing posted journals back when I started.
Yeah, I
This is
think
an
the
old
first
group.
one. I've gone back to the beginning before. I mean, it takes a while to scroll all the way up.
I mean, hell, we've got we've got some of the Just Friends one from my first campaign. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some here from like 2022, like early 2022.
'Cause I just noticed
Oh
that
yeah,
the archive.
2021.
Yeah, Just Friends. August 2020.
Let me see.
Oh, and I have to get the new sheet for this group.
Oh yeah, February 2021. Oh, I've got one. My one here from December 2020. That's fun. God.
Man, the 2021 is still like after the Hobgoblin stuff, so it was, we continue fighting the HO.
Yeah, October.
I'm gonna make a
Yeah, the
new
first-
camp page for the group.
Yeah, the
Just
first one's September 2020.
should have all the formulas and everything. So yeah, whenever you... I don't think this group has much of a camp right now. You just have Boulder Bottom.
Yeah, we don't tend to make a lot of friends for some reason.
Well, you can have laborers in your camp that like help carry stuff around for you. It's more just NPCs. It's almost like a mobile stronghold until you get cool enough to have your own stronghold.
We sort of do, but not really this group.
Yeah. I think
my
this...
private mansion.
Yeah,
That's true.
you do have the
We also
private
have a place
mansion.
in Char if we ever return there.
Yeah, this group just
We
says
have a
Boulder
place in
Bottom.
Shadowfell.
Oh yeah, we've got a
Or,
place.
like,
We've got some
like,
vacation
yeah,
homes.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
Airbnbs that we rent out.
Yeah, essentially.
So yeah, all you have in your camp right now is Boulder Bottom in this group. They don't have any other NPCs following you. Alright, so anyway, now that I have the stream up, Malin, would you like to give us a recap of last time?
Yes, and actually, I did actually type it up in about 15 minutes because we didn't do that much. So let me drop that in chat, and I'll start. Ow! That hurt! I got slugged a ton. Lucky bastards! Here I thought I was in better shape. Well, yeah. Glenn and I got scorched up and teleported. I finally get clobbered out cold, but finally, Chomsky reappears. Where the hell were you guys? Anyways, and we make a hasty retreat and from our positions and finally take the disappearing horse and away we go. Listen, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. We finally have our debrief and things kind of suck right now. Glenn suddenly starts changing his mind about the revolution, but Eli, he's still a huge fan to keep going. My guy. Anyways, we need some time to ruminate. I'm still a big fan of going frog hunting. MVP, of course, Eli.
All right. So it is currently the 25th of spring at 8 a.m. and the group was sort of recovering within their lair, talking about next moves. We have everyone today, so we don't need any NPCs. Alright, so back to Roa Call. Is this group still in the original base? Yeah, you are, right?
But the Three Kings have since departed.
Yeah, that's right. They left. I wasn't sure if they left or you left, because it's opposite in the other game. Alright. So how does the nightmare work? Does that turn back into a figurine at some point, or what's the deal with that? Do you have the
Yeah,
link for that?
After 24 hours, it turns back into a figurine, and then I have to wait 5 days before I can use it again.
Alright. So you are in the base, kind of talking, discussing, as I said, oh wait, did we do a long rest?
Yeah.
We did. Okay. So I guess, why does it still say a bunch of you are wounded then?
Yeah, I haven't clicked the button for long rest. I didn't remember if we did or not.
I think
Yeah,
we,
let
right
me
before we
check my
canceled.
notes.
We went to the mansion.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, we were hanging out, getting pampered in the mansion. Okay.
Yeah. So then, well, do we want to do any RP between characters during the night? I mean, the night's gonna pass, so you can long rest, but like, is there gonna be any interactions, or should I just pass through that time? Because like, there were some people kind of talking to each other when we left. There was some interactions going on. So just let me know if you're gonna do something. Otherwise, I will.
I don't have any interactions.
Okay. Well, then the night is going to pass. As I said, it is now the 25th of spring at 8 a.m. You would, when you come, I assume you're leaving that area, right? In the morning?
Assume so.
Have we decided where we're going to go?
And did you already minus the food for the group? The 6 days of rations?
I will do that right now.
Okay. So yeah, everyone ate from the rations. As you are going to leave, you would see there are some people in your base. Now, can they see in, Glenn, or is it just you can see out?
I can't even see out, I don't think.
It's just when you walk out, you'd see that they're there?
Yeah, because I have it so that the opening to the Magnificent Mansion is hidden.
Okay. So yeah, when you leave the mansion, the group leaves, you would see there are some people in your base. You do recognize one of them. Who I will pop up on the screen. Dougdrin is there. Dougie. He has a bunch of what appear to be dark elves with him, as well as a couple of deep dwarves. As he sees you appear, seemingly out of nowhere, he says, Glenn, it's good to see you, friend. I was wondering if you had left this area.
I know, we're all still here.
He says, unfortunately, the attack on the gate didn't go as we planned, obviously. I'm glad none of you were captured or killed, though. We had to have some of our forces fall back. This is okay. I was expecting not all of our engagements would go super smooth, but I do have some good news.
Oh?
He says, it seems the destruction of House... Which one was it? Was it Osmore? No, it was... was it Kesbin? Yes, the destruction of House Kesbin has acted as an intimidating factor to the other houses, and they wish to meet immediately. I'm pretty sure they will agree to our terms, as while they hate each other, they fear annihilation more than their petty squabbles.
Even the pitchfires?
He says, well, I don't know for sure, but that's my guess. They wish to speak to your group, all three families. I think it's out of concern for their own safety. I was going to have one of our diplomats try to speak to all of them, but I figured you might want to take the lead on this, since your group has so much clout now. I mean, you've killed one of the main noble families. The giants are on the back step. You also have quite the following in the city after your concert and all your work.
I love that he's gassing us up, and I'm buying every single second of it. I'm absolutely eating everything he's feeding me right now.
Such a badass. He would say, if you don't wish to be a part of this, I can have our people do it, but I think it would be more effective coming from you and your group to speak with them. And I would highly recommend using intimidation, as you definitely have them scared, even though they're not admitting it.
Love intimidating people.
That's good to hear, because I have honestly kind of gotten sick of their squabbling. So I'll let them know that if they're not able to work together and one of the houses needs to go, then we'll be the ones to choose, and they're not going to like that. So they better learn to work together.
He says, well, you have certainly shown that you're not afraid to take one of them off the map, and I know you hadn't planned to do that, and I'm not sure exactly who orchestrated that ambush lie. Again, my apologies, but it does seem to have worked out in our favor.
Well, at least something came of it then.
And he says, are you all...
What are your terms? What are you looking to get out of this?
Says, oh, I thought we had spoken of this. The Deep Frost Network wishes to gain more of a hold within the city, and the Giants are not anyone who, or they're not a faction we can work with. So we have every
Oh, I
interest.
understand that, but what specifically is the Deep Frost Network looking for from these families?
Well, to take control of the city and then to work with us. I mean,
Cool.
if we help establish the new government, I think they'll be more than happy to hear reason.
Cool.
He says, but yeah, that's our main goal in all this. You Drow are just kind of standing there quietly. Deep elves just watching everything, keeping an eye on you guys. Probably have never seen any of them before. But he says, so you are interested in meeting with the three families to discuss terms.
Yes, I am.
Alright. Well, when should I tell them you'd like to meet?
When's the earliest they can pull themselves together?
He says, we can probably have them all together, in, say, 2 days from now.
He looks at the rest of the party. I mean, that works for me.
Yeah, there's nothing on my calendar.
He smiles and he says, this is what we were hoping for. A united front with the dwarves on our side. We're so close to having our revolution. It's not going to be too long now, I don't think.
Just
Alright.
one other side matter.
Yes.
Froggy. He has to go. Once Froggy is done for, this all gets simplified significantly.
He says, our plan is to destroy their avatar at some point. Oh, didn't you all have a request from me on supplies, and didn't you ask the Deep Frost Network for some stuff last time before the fight?
Yeah.
Do we write that down somewhere? Because I am totally blanking.
Sky's kit.
I think we said we were gonna make a list, and then I don't think we did.
Wait, no, I think we need the disguise kit.
Yeah, you wanted someone who could disguise people.
Magical inks for Arapel.
Okay.
Food.
The magical
Yeah,
what?
food.
What for everyone?
Inks? Aren't you out of ink?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
adamantine armor for
Yeah, I need that.
robot friend.
Part of the deal. I definitely need the adamantine armor. That is extremely important for me, for extracurricular reasons.
Says, well, we don't have any adamantine armor lying around, but if you decide you want to take some time, we could comb our network to see what we can find. But with magical items, it's always a crapshoot. They're not common enough to just be lying around. He says, so basically you can use the downtime activity through the Deep Frost Network to look for magical items. But they couldn't get you specific things like adamantine. You just have to luck into them.
Okay.
Yeah, or you'd have to find someone in-game who has it and like kill them or trade for them or whatever. Okay. So he says, yeah, I have a person to help you with disguises. Let me check my scroll here to see what their name is. Their name is Drevo. He is a performer of sorts and an expert with makeup and the ability to make someone look different. He came highly recommended by the network. His fee is 4 gold a day. But he can disguise you all as much as need be. Are you interested in hiring him?
Yeah, definitely. We need to travel again. We have to regain the ability to do that.
All right, so Drevo Korik. I'll add him to your camp. Oh, someone did already. Nice. All right. So your upkeep is now 10 gold a day. But he says, what about laborers, like people to help you carry things? Do you need any laborers or guards for your camp? Those are pretty easy to get. Low skill employees, workers.
I feel like we're in good shape. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. On that front, at least.
I don't think we need anyone.
Alright, well,
Yeah,
I figured
Not at this point.
I'd offer. I wasn't sure what your equipment state is. But let me know if there's any other skilled laborers you need, and we can look for them. I'll have Drivo stop by later in the day, and I'll get the meeting with the nobles set up. And he says, "Is there anything else before I take my leave?"
Well, I do like want to have like a general timeline of when we take down Froggy. Like what are we thinking about that? Because I mean I know eventually we want to destroy the Avatar, but this guy's a fraud. I really want to take him down.
Well, after we have the nobles on board, that can be our next mission, if that's something that's important to you. The only thing I could think of, if we don't want to do a direct assassination, is during the main fighting, we can look for a chance on the battlefield to corner him, and try to take him on when he has less people. Whereas, if we hit him in his home base, you're probably going to have to fight more people.
No way for us to lure him out by himself.
He usually has some giants with him, but I can look into that.
He needs guards. This guy's actually a fraud. All right, yeah, let us know.
All right.
Just a question. I found some scrying devices in here the other day. Is that yours, or should we be worried about somebody else?
He says, where did you find these?
Throughout the area down here.
Activate hers to see if there's activate her gem of seeing to see if there's any today.
You're talking about the scry spell thing? Is that what you're talking about that you found?
We found that we were being listened or spied on, yeah.
Okay. He says that may have been some people from the network, though that wasn't me directly. I believe they did say they were keeping an eye on the group just in case you were attacked. But I can make sure that that was ours. I assume if it was the giants or the dwarves, they would have people down here already attacking.
Looks do you see anything? Are they still here?
I'm looking around right now. Do I see anything?
No, you don't see any right now.
Okay. Yeah, not right now.
Alright. Well, is there anything else you need before I return to my people? This is excellent. Well, then we'll get this next meeting set up, and I will get things going on attacking their avatar god. Are you sure you're up for the challenge? You don't have to fight him. It'll make things harder, but, if you lose against him, he'll probably kill you all.
No, we need to fight him. Look, we took down Meatloaf. We take down this frog.
Shrugs and says, "Alright, if you're confident. I will look into it."
I mean, I'm not sure we have to. Just saying we have probably more important things, but Malin really wants to, so.
Sometimes you have like an itch, like you could ignore an itch, but it's like a deep, like this is like really important. Like I guess you could ignore it, but like this is like something you really need to like tick off. You get what I'm saying?
Says perhaps. Well, I'll give you time to think about it. Let me know if you wish to scratch this itch, and I'll look into the possible ways
yeah, I
of
think
the
we have to
scratching.
think about some things.
So
Before we just
he
jump in.
is going to leave with his people, if no one says anything else, leaving the group to their own devices. So it sounds like it's going to be about 2 days until this meeting. We can pass that time quickly, or you guys can do things. It's up to you.
Well, when's the guy with the disguise kit coming?
He's supposed to come tonight.
Tonight. So, all right, we just need to kill sometime today, and then after that, we should be back up in order.
Alright, so shall I pass some time?
Yep.
Okay. So the day is passing quietly. As you are kind of keeping an eye out, and sure enough, at around 6 in the evening, a strange-looking dark elf would come down the stairs and say, "Peace, everyone. I have come as per being called by you. I hear that you need a makeup artist."
Absolutely.
This is-
You see these wrinkles? I need to clean this. No, I'm kidding. we need some disguises. We need to welcome. Come here.
As well,
You can
Drivo has arrived, and I shall make you look as you wish, whether it be pretty or ugly or anything in between.
Oh man.
And he pulls out his makeup kit, and looks like he also has some magical components, which is interesting. He says, "Just tell me what you wish to look like, and I shall do it.
Right.
I shall
Well,
make the
definitely.
transformation."
Definitely. All right. That's really useful. Welcome. Come, make yourself at home.
He says, "Interesting little place you have here," as he looks around the abandoned sewer ruin. Alright, so that is kind of close to the end of the first day. I don't think you have enough time for a downtime activity today. I will keep passing time. We'll say the day passes, so go ahead and spend 6 more food for the group. And it is now the 26th of spring.
We were paying. That was one of the things. We were paying for food. That was one of the things that we were getting from the Deep Frost Network.
You wanted to buy food from them?
Yes.
So
that was
Chomsky
one
can
of the-
cook.
Yeah.
How much food did you want to buy?
We added on 1 gold per gold. The cost was 1 gold per day.
1 extra gold per person.
Oh, are you just paying that as part of your upkeep?
Yeah.
Alright, so then just minus your upkeep then. I forgot about that. Which would now be, I think, 16 gold per day, because 10 for your 2 NPCs and then another 6 for the food. So yeah, it is now the 26th of spring. You are, I assume, waiting for word on this meeting.
When you say 6 for the food, are we counting the constructs?
That would count all 6. So if you're not feeding the constructs, that would be 4. So 14 per day. And let me, I guess, add that to your camp sheet. Okay. So do you all have things to work on today while you wait for this meeting? I assume you do. If not, you can just sit around. That's your call.
Did we hire somebody to teach blacksmithing?
It's
that
not
was
that
another thing.
important, really. It's just something I do to kind of pass the time. Keep
I
myself
think
from
you
going
did ask
crazy.
the Deep Frost Network to get you someone. Do we want to say they got you someone yesterday. We can say another guy came in for that.
Okay.
So I'll add him to the camp. Let me check
Gonna
my
keep her busy.
notes to figure out this guy's name. Ichabog Arkfang.
Ichabog.
Ichabod.
I absolutely
Bob.
need to butcher that name.
So
That's my smithing teacher. Okay.
he only costs 1 gold per day. He's not that expensive. But you do have to pay him 5 gold per day as per, the
Right, for
normal
the training.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can do. I just add that to mine, to my payment.
I will add him to your... Oh, you did already. Okay, so we'll say he is teaching you today. And I assume the rest of you have stuff you're doing.
Yeah, Chomsky, I can help you.
At about 3 in the afternoon, Dugdrin would return with his some of his people, and he says, meeting point has been set. A place that's kind of neutral. We are going to meet the 3 families in Gorbin Park, I'll say.
Man, it all comes back to the park.
All comes back to the park. If you're all ready, I can get that set up for this evening.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you will finish your day of downtime before that. But at about 8 o'clock in the evening, you head over to Gorbin Park. Again, if anyone is doing anything or interacting, just let me know, and I'll slow things down. But... so when you get to the park, you find several groups of people. Looks like in disguise, kind of like with cloaks and hoods, like waiting for you. Off to the side up here.
Oh, would we be disguised as well at this point?
That's up
there's
to you. For this, I didn't expect you to be, but you can if you want to be. Do you want to be?
I'll leave that up to the group. I wasn't sure if I had missed that or not. I just wanted it for the notes.
I don't think we need to be.
I mean, it's been pretty. We've discovered that it's becoming pretty dangerous for us to be ourselves above ground, right?
Yes,
Because-
for
Yeah, that's
sure.
what I was thinking. Like how we got here without disguises.
I would imagine we would have disguised ourselves, and that's why we brought the guy into our camp.
Alright, so we'll say he is disguising you. Oh, he does an excellent job, and you are very well disguised in new identities.
Do we need to determine what identities we've taken on? Will that make a difference?
I mean, if you want for creativity, you can kind of figure that out. Uslag, yeah, sure. What's your identity now with this
Oh,
disguise?
I don't know because he can't make me shorter.
No,
or
you'd still have to
smaller.
be pretty tall. But you can look
So-
completely different and even be a different gender.
Yeah.
Elf or something?
Yeah, just an elf with like maybe a beard. And, I don't know. And like a hood.
Alright,
Yeah.
so a hooded male barbarian. Alright, what about Chomsky? Same race, human.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll be like a human child, I guess.
Alright, so it seems he uses makeup combined with magic to give you the disguises, so he can actually, like, temporarily hide your beard. He does some kind
Just
of
have a kid with
weird
us.
ritual.
Uslag takes on a beard and Chomsky loses a beard.
So Chomsky is a human child and Uslag is a human man. Like
An
barbarian?
elf. Maybe.
Elf? Okay. Sure, you can be a tall elf. What about Arapel?
Alright.
How
I mean,
about a
I'm
deep
only like
gnome?
5'7", but yeah.
How about a deep gnome?
Okay, Arapel is now a deep gnome. What about Malin?
How do I? I guess just a tall dark elf.
Alright, so you are a tall dark elf. Glenn? Are you there, Glenn?
Yeah, sorry, what was that?
What is your disguise? Your alternate identity?
I would go as a doctor.
A doctor?
Human, elven, half elven.
I would go as human.
Okay, so a human, kind of a different face doctor. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking on something. Okay. And this guy. Alright. And Eli.
Probably a dark elf as well.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you would get to the park in your disguises. Kind of head towards the back area, where there are several small groups of people. And you would see Dugdrin there, kind of waiting. Knowing what you look like, because his people kind of told him, he would motion you over very subtly. And he would say, the ones who took down Davalis are here to talk. These are the Splitlanders. I believe several of you have met them before. One family, the Pitchfire, have not. I'll just show the 3 family heads who approach as you come forward. 2 of them are familiar, and like almost you can tell that there's a little bit of I don't know about I guess animosity. There's a bit of an uncomfortableness between the Deep Axe and the Pitchfire. Like, they do not seem happy to be here.
Did you mean to reveal Kesben?
Well, Davalis is the one who died. Kesben's still alive. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Kesben, you're thinking of the Monday game. Yeah, Kesben's alive in this one. So yeah, the 3 family heads come forward, and one of them looks to Dugdran, I'll say the Pitchfire, and says, attacking a family directly, it was dangerous for you to do such a thing. Why should we trust you or the Splitlanders at this point? How do we know they will not just betray us as well? From what I heard, there was a ceasefire, and suddenly they decided to kill poor Davalis anyway.
Glenn, it's not time for a snack break.
Is anyone saying anything?
I was like, ceasefire? That's...
Yeah.
I do not recall a ceasefire. In fact, they were the ones who struck us first.
Osmorn, give me a deception.
How did you find that information? There were only
That's not
certain
deception.
people in
It's
the room at
true.
the
That's
time.
exactly what happened. We didn't attack them first.
I'll remember. Didn't some people get away?
You guys did actually attack them
Yeah,
first.
but we.
And yeah,
Did
people
they?
did
we-
get away.
No, we just had started like we were fumbling with our weapons. Then they decided to attack us, and then we were like, oh, we have to defend ourselves. We actually did not attack first. I'm being serious. It's a technicality,
Technicality is deception. Like that is you're like mincing words to deceive them, because your goal like at that point was to kill them. It doesn't matter like technically what happened.
Okay,
like you
fair.
can't just technically. It's like as a DM I know what you meant to do, so that would be deceiving them.
Okay.
He doesn't know that, but yeah, that would be more deception than
Glenn, help
person.
out.
Help out how?
Well, no, I'm gonna do a deception check, but can you say like you help me as I try to say that we weren't the first ones?
Oh, you're doing what?
We were talking to the 3 household heads right now.
I don't know. Man. I feel I can. Right? Yeah, I'll help. I mean, so we're here to the. We're ready to talk to everybody.
Yes,
Talk to them right now. They're
we
able
are.
to-
We are at the park. The group has come up and basically the Pitchfires have accused you of killing the Davalis family under a ceasefire flag.
Yes, we killed them fucking dead.
And he
Oh,
says,
wow.
well, then exactly why would we trust you or the Deep Frost Network if you would kill one of the families under a flag of ceasefire?
Because if
one
you don't, Pitchforks, you're next. We've already made arrangements with the other families to take you out next. So if you two don't learn to get along and realize that the giants are your true enemies, we can do this with 2 families instead of 3.
Give me an intimidation.
We're gonna go for the intimidation. Yeah.
He should have gone for the deception. I should have gone for the intimidation.
Good cop, lying cop. So yeah, you like lied to them, and then he's like, "No, we killed him." It's like we totally killed him.
All right.
Also, did someone like Mordenkaiden's private sanctum, or is it doing the bug again?
Yeah, there's someone.
I
I mean, that
did
was
before when you asked if or what all was up.
But you didn't link it right now, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it must still be bugged. All right.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, not trained in intimidation.
Can I?
Rah-rah.
Oh, I guess you are. Oh shoot. I
Uh,
guess you are.
Were you trying to help him? Were you gonna say something? Because I can take up to 2 rolls from the group.
I mean, he got a nat 20, but I was gonna say like, yeah, I was gonna go be like, look tough next to Glenn. Yes, I was gonna do that.
What are you saying?
No, I'm just like, just looking very, like I'm trying to look like, badass, like, I'm the hired muscle behind Glenn type deal. Like I wasn't gonna say anything.
The large dark elf.
More
Yeah, like-
intimidating
Alright.
presence than intimidating words.
Sure, then give me just I guess intimidation check if you weren't saying anything but just trying to look intimidating. Alright.
Okay.
So there's a bit of an uncomfortable and awkward silence as your obvious threat kind of holds for a moment between the 3 families. Deep Axe has a bit of a smile on his face. Gregaro is kind of, or the Kesbin's kind of like looking back and forth, curious how Osborne will react. Hang on a second, I gotta get my music back. I think my scripts were broken. They working now? Yeah, they are. All right, so he kind of considers you a moment. And he says, well, I can't argue with your power. You certainly have gotten the drop on the giants, and obviously they can't defend us. They couldn't defend the House Davalis, and I doubt any of us will fare any better if we turn against you or each other. But again, how do we know that if we do work with you, you won't just turn on us and decide to kill us anyway if we become inconvenient? He says, I think it's a fair question, myself, Kesbin, or Deepax. Kind of looks at him like with contempt.
The family we killed did so because no matter what I said or did, I went there with complete sincerity. And you all have probably noticed that I am usually the one to take a step of take the first risk and be blunt and truthful, letting both of your families know that I was looking to incite rebellion. When doing so, put myself at great risk should the wrong people hear it. Unfortunately, when I forwarded that same honesty and sincerity to the family, they were still going to side with the fire giants, and they were going to turn us in, and they were going to turn in anyone who I named as a co-conspirator. So they had to die. It's really as simple as that.
Give me a deception.
Alright.
He says, well, they have told them before that they were a little too loyal to the fire giants at times. I really wish they would have spoken to me before trying any type of ambush against your group. Perhaps I could have convinced them not to. Again, this is Osborne speaking.
I wanted to. I wanted the perfect world, and to find a way that all four houses didn't necessarily need to join hands and sing, but it could have at least worked with each other for just long enough to overthrow these fire giant bastards. But even when I talked to them, and they had proper concerns about what was going to come afterwards, and you know, and if they would still be safe without the fire giants, and we tried to make the best assurances we could, but unfortunately their noses were driven so far up the fire giant's ass there was no stopping them.
Ormuk laughs a little. He says, why are we crying over snakes? We're better off without the damned Davalis. Osborne says, you shut your mouth. They were a valuable family to this city. Their resources would have been much needed for any fight with the giants. He says, they probably would have fought against us if we let them live. You were an idiot, Pitchfire. I wish you would have died instead. He says, how dare you? And they start getting
That
kind of
can
pissed
still
off.
be arranged.
Give me an intimidation again.
Oh my god! Glenn's cooking so hard right now.
Glenn's just like, look, bitches. He puts on his sunglasses. It's like, this is my hood.
This is the most epic not 20s back-to-back ever. Perfect timing.
So yeah, Pitchfire kind of quiet down. He says, I was just saying they would have been valuable if brought over. He just
I understand.
looks angrily again at Deepax.
When it's all over, their resources will be split amongst the three of you, and you'll all be stronger for it. And a few months from now, let's be honest, none of you are going to give a shit about that family.
Well, I like the sound of that, Kesbin says. That Molten Chapel is full of magics from the Dwarven Empire, the Tharian. He says, I would love to get my artificers studying some of those. And pitch
Exactly, it is from the Dwarven Empire. That is your birthright, not the fire giants.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Ooh.
He says, exactly. And Mormuk kind of nods as well. He says, those trinkets belong to our enemies, the surface dwarves, but they are still from our lineage. And Osborne says, I will admit, it intrigues me to possibly take back the treasure of old. Do any of the rest of you want to say something? I won't make you do a check, but just if you want to add to this conversation to make this easier for Glenn. If you have any insights or, like, comments.
No, Glenn's spitting fire. He's spitting like bars right now. Okay, these actual flames coming out of his mouth. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Alright, so everyone else is remaining quiet. So Osborne, Pitchfire, says, well, you have the support of the people, but do you really think that even with our mercenaries will be enough to take on the full force of the fire giants? And
That's
D-Bax...
where we come in.
Okay. D-Bax will say, fire giants, they ain't so tough. I've killed some before. Says my people can take down our share. As long as you pitch fires can do something besides your useless magics. And he would say, we have very powerful magics. Don't worry about us. But even
Is
with...
that why they call you the pitch fires? Because you throw fire?
He says,
That makes sense.
we come from a line of magical forge masters. The fire part is more, and Mormuk goes... He says, you son of a bitch. He says, we are good at forging as well as summoning magics.
Now,
Exactly.
there are plenty of fire giants for us to kill.
All three clans have their strengths, and it is exactly why I wanted us to all work together so we can take advantage of those different strengths and really hurt these fire giant assholes.
Form a unified front.
He says,
bring strength.
well, your group has certainly taken down a lion's share of them already. I can't say I'm not impressed by the destruction you've brought on them. He says, but again, do you really think, even with your group and our resources, that this is viable?
See, how many more fire giants for us do we need to kill for you guys? I mean, like you said, we've just slaughtered as many fire giants as we have in sight.
We need to
You
kill.
want us to you want us to kill like only one or two remaining? I mean, what's the deal here?
We need to kill Farago.
There's kind of a worried silence and some whispers, and he says, the Avatar. Didn't think he was killable. Do you have a plan to take him down?
Believe me, we already ran into him once. He's a fraud.
Mormuk
He's a
says,
complete
wait,
fraud.
Farago is within the city. You've seen him.
Yes.
I thought he had
Yes.
left. Oh, this does not bode well. Mormuk even seems a little worried now.
Okay, then let's make a little sweet little deal. If we deal with this fraud, there should be no problems, right, guys?
Yes. If we can deal with Farago, that should cement to all of you that we have the strength necessary to do what needs to be done. And if we do so, you three clans will band together and fight with us. Yes?
I kind of look back and forth, a little bit uncertain. He says, well, I suppose there's nothing to be lost. If you fail, you will just die, and things will go back to normal. But if you should succeed, well, then maybe we would have a chance. Mormuk says,
La resistance.
Mormuk says, yeah, let's see what you guys can do. Although I must admit, the head of that giant would be quite the trophy on my wall, but yeah, I don't think I have the strength to take him on myself.
Don't worry. Trust me, after this, we're going upstairs to kill the dragon. Remember? Right? Okay, fist bump.
He says, oh yes, the red. You are going to try to take it down? Says that might be useful as well, because it could be dangerous if set loose in the caverns. I think it's currently on the surface, though. They use it to help guard the entrances from the top side.
Oh, I will take that little pooch. I actually met the bigger one. That was like way up top. But that's okay. Yeah.
Wait,
we'll get to all
are
of
you
them.
talking about the ancient worm?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's later. That's
Says
one thing at a time.
Truly are insane. You have a better chance of taking on all the giants than the Great Worm and his hordes of kobolds.
I try to give like a toothy smile.
He sighs and says, well, such things are your business. Should you get the Red Dragon's head, I would very much respect you, but many have tried, and none of them have returned. In any case, Pitchfire will say, looking at Deepax and Kesbin, I think we are in agreement that if you can take out their avatar, you will have proven your strength and have made this much easier. I'll say Chomsky and Glenn, you would notice an unsure look on Dugdrin's face. Like maybe he's concerned about this plan, but he doesn't say anything, and he's hiding his concern very well. You guys just have ridiculous sense motives. Or wait, sorry. I was looking at Chomsky of 11. It would just be Glenn with the 20.
Okay. Dugdrin,
Yes.
I sense hesitation in you.
Says, do you? Do not worry about me. If you all are confident in this plan, I will have the Deep Frost Network support you however we can, and of course support all of you. As I had stated previously, our assets are at your disposal, both now and in the rebuilding of Rowick's Pass. Rowan's Pass? What is this place? Rowick Halls. There we go. I knew what this place was called, he says. And they just... Go ahead.
Do you not think this is a good plan? Do you have some worry? I would be keen to hear it if you think there's some folly in this plan.
Do you understand Thieves' Cant?
I do not.
So he says something to you that doesn't make much sense, but then just smiles and says, I, of course, trust your judgment. You all have shown yourselves to be undefeatable warriors. And
That's not true.
do you say that?
No.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, you, I'll say, Glenn, give me an active sense motive check.
So perception or insight?
Insight, sorry. I keep thinking of 3rd edition. Yeah, you think he might not want to talk about this in front of the house heads? That's what you're getting.
Understandable. He nods, and that it sounds like our business here is concluded, and we have an avatar of a fat fire giant to find.
Yes.
Alert.
If you do manage to slay Farago, then we will get ready mobilizing our resources to aid. Dugdrin says, excellent. With our network, we have knowledge of the fire giant's movements, so we can tell you where to best place your people. And of course, where to best have the Splitlanders strike. And they all sort of nod and say, well, actually, I'll say that they are unsure, and he says, I don't know if I trust a spy to lead the attack. If anything, I think the Pitchfires, being the obvious strategists, should be the ones who plan these attacks and assaults. He says, while I know that you are wise and intelligent, I don't think you have quite the resources we do. Like, our people are more split among the city, whereas yours are concentrated within your sector. And he says, still, you are outsiders. We should lead the charge and make the decisions. And Dugdrin kind of looks to Glenn and the group to see if they have anything to say to like help out here. Or you could back Pitchfire.
It is their home and their lives they're risking. I would say if they do not want your help planning and they are comfortable, confident enough in their own strategy, let them do so.
Give me a persuasion.
I just don't trust Duggan enough to put him in charge of like the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it's not unfounded. There was some weirdness with the Davalis attack. So Osborne definitely likes that you took his side on this. Mormuk seems a little and Dugdrin seems a little bit not upset, but maybe yeah, he doesn't seem too happy about it, but he just kind of nods and says, of course, there is wisdom in what you say, Glenn. We will defer to the Osborne, or to the Pitchfires, and the Deepak says, and we will help with the planning. He says, certainly. And Pitchfire would say, I don't need the advice of brutes. He says, well, you're getting it anyway. And Kesman just remains quiet. Well then, I believe our talk is concluded. Once Farago has been slain, we shall get our forces ready for the next steps. And Dugdrin just kind of nods and says, alright, we shall be in touch. And their people are going to disperse unless anyone says anything.
He is going to cast message to Dugdrin, telling him to meet him at our base after this.
He sort of just turns to you and nods, subtly. But he also walks off in a different direction.
Okay.
Not wanting to seem like he's leaving with you all. Alright, what does the group want to do?
Let's go back.
Head back to base.
It's time to hunt frogs.
Random roll for no particular reason. Alright, you head back to base. No issues. You return to the underground. Luckily, your disguises have worked, and the movements of the group so far have not been tracked.
I'm just waiting until one day we go back to the base and just boom, Farago's
50 fire giants and Farago.
Yeah, I'm just
Can the fire
what
giants
the-
fit in here?
They're
Well, I
just
thought
they
we were-
can actually not well, but these are pretty big halls. It would be hard for
thought we
them.
were-
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
You thought we were what?
I thought we were planning to move camp.
That's the other,
you know.
that's the other game.
Oh, is it? Okay. I thought it was this one too. Sorry.
No, in this game the kings moved. In the other game,
Right,
everyone
but when
moved.
the kings moved, wasn't it because they felt that this camp may not be as safe anymore? Because
Yeah, but I don't think the
Safe
group was.
because of-
I think they were also kind of not sure they could trust your group because they didn't like the deep frost.
gotcha.
Speaking of which, when are they doing their little heist again?
You don't know. You haven't actually heard from them.
Did he did he give me a little contact, info how I can reach out to her?
She said she'd be in touch in a few days, but you haven't heard back from her yet.
Uh-oh. Guys, I've been ghosted.
You've been ghosted. She gave you the wrong number. You're calling Safeway or something, Safeway Pharmacy. What the hell? All right, so you are back at your camp. What do you want to do? It is about say 7 p.m. at this point, kind of towards the end of the day.
Did
Alright.
Dougie?
All right. Yeah. So Dugdrin would show up a little while later. He doesn't have his people with him this time. He says, "Yes, Glenn. You wish to speak in private, or I assume you all wish to speak to me."
Yes, I just wanted to make sure that everything was all right. It looks like you had something to say, but you didn't want to say in front of the others.
He says, "Well, I know the group had some problems with the northern gate. I just worry that attacking Farago in his home, there could be other unknowns, such as the gate defenses that we didn't know about. And I worry if you were trapped there and Farago was assaulted you, I just don't want to lose the group. It would mean the death of the revolution." He says, "But obviously I didn't want to show weakness in front of our new allies."
Do we want to attack it? Like, there's the only way to get him would be in the home base.
He says there is some wisdom in luring him out. I'm not sure exactly how to make that deception yet, though. I mean, I guess we could try to spread rumors of the group being at a certain location, but that could bring way more than just him. We don't know much about Farago's people or his base. It's a bit of a black box, I think it would be in computer terms. We don't know what goes on inside there. He says, "Unless any of you have an idea, I am more than happy."
Yes. The best way, I mean, the only way we ever found him was the last time we were running from the Giants, and it seemed that he was fast enough to get to us by himself. The rest of the Giants were, shortly running after him, but, I mean, if we were to simulate a similar situation where we're on the run, and then he tries to, he thinks he has the jump on us, well, in actuality, he doesn't. So, again, we try to recreate the situation where we assaulted the cart, but this time we're not going to be absolutely tired out of our mind.
That is dangerous, though. Giants can throw rocks. The dwarves could show up. I mean, there's all sorts of things that could go wrong in a plan where we just cause chaos and hope he shows up. I mean, he probably would show up at some point, but I don't know. It seems very risky. He says, luring him out, I think, is the best strategy. I just don't know how we do that without bringing down the other giants on us.
Well, if we attacked him in his base, also the giants would be in the base. No?
Some of his allies, but not as many. The giants in the city would take longer to get there, and it would depend on if the alarm were raised or not. He thinks for a moment. I'd have to consider it, and try to come up with a plan. Maybe I could just sneak you in there and you would have to just contest with whatever traps and dangers were present, and just try to kill him, get through his defenders and kill him as quickly as possible before the rest of the city figured out what was going on.
I fear they might have another dimensional anchor, and that would be.
He says, "Oh, almost certainly. In fact, I've gotten intel that many of their forge masters and magic users are working to anchor points of interest where they think fights might occur. So it's been made harder to teleport at all within the city just because of you all and your tactics."
But a fight out in the open at least gives us an out.
Yes, it's unlikely that every street is going to be locked down. That would be way too much magic. But I can almost certainly you're not going to be able to teleport out of his base. I can almost guarantee they expect an attack there at some point with how you've been attacking all the other giant bases.
How many of us can possibly fly?
I raise my hand.
He says it's unlikely they have a way of dealing with flight other than possibly dispel magic, so that might be a good alternative. Because you haven't been flying around too much.
I can summon a Pegasus, which I'm sure can ride another, but
I can fly myself, but
that's 3 of us could fly out, so I don't know how the rest of us would be able to get floated.
how long do you need, Chomsky, for your horse?
3 more days.
I mean, I don't think we're attacking him sooner than the 3 days. So
He says, do any of you have contacts in the city, by chance?
That's a good question.
I was just curious, because if you do, and we can call in some of those favors, I might be able to get more information on what Farago has been up to. Otherwise, I'll need some time to gather it myself.
well, I mean, I'm down. I was trying to find that out before, but if I had some more help, we can also speed up and get the info that whatever info we can.
He says, give me a couple of days, and let me see if I can figure out a point where Farago might be moving about the city in a place where we can attack him. Because he does leave his base, so there might be something we can plan. Is there anything else you wish to speak to me of, any of you? And he says, by the way, Eli, I apologize for someone messaging you and giving that order or giving that info about the ambush. I never really said it. Go ahead.
Who that was? Have we
This is-
figured out who that was? Because I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the other families. The D-back seemed pretty happy that noble family was taken out.
He says, it wouldn't surprise me, though I don't know how they would have known about that meeting unless the Dvalis told them, which is very possible. I don't have any way of knowing for sure, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if one of the families was responsible for that. And you still, by the way, don't detect him as lying. So either he's been doing really good on his deception checks, or he is telling the truth.
Alright.
Alright, well, as I said, let me figure out a plan for dealing with Farago. Did you need anything else from the Deepax network? Besides those 2 specialists we got you?
Right now, I don't believe so.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Alright, so he is going to take off. Just a quick check. Is everyone okay with all the talking and political stuff? Hopefully you're not too bored or anything.
No, I'm good with it.
Okay.
Alright. So yeah, he would leave with his people. Is the group going to do anything or just wait? It might be a few days till he has information on Farago.
I do want to try to get my own contacts and/or to see if there's any magical items I can purchase. But otherwise,
Yeah. So
like find adamantine armor.
if you want to try to talk to some of the deep frost people, you can spend downtime. I think it's like a week and 100 gold pieces. And there are random items that'll show up, but that's based on a charisma roll. Or a persuasion, one of those. So sometimes you get things that are useful. But yeah, they're usually, depending on how rare they are, they can be very expensive, and it is random. It's not just, whatever you want.
Right, of course.
But it's almost like an extra drop that you spend money on.
Is it consistent like persuasion rolls, or is it?
It's just one roll at the end of the week, and depending on how high you roll, you get to. I do a random item check from one of the magical item charts to see what pops up. And
right,
basically,
I
the
guess-
better you roll, the better types of items are an option.
Okay, I guess that wouldn't hurt. I'll do that then.
Okay, so you start a project for that, which I believe is, let's say 100 gold, but let me double check. I have my nifty sheet with the downtime activities now. Buying a magical item. It is 100 gold pieces, and yeah, 5 days.
Okay. Yeah, I'll spend that.
Wait, that is what it is, right? I'm not going crazy.
Wait.
Yeah.
I can upcast fly.
Wait, why does it say 7 days?
This is also true.
It's supposed to be
Okay,
5
so-
days. Weird.
If I summon my Pegasus and I have somebody ride the Pegasus with me, okay, then I can cast Fly, and if I upcast it, because it's a level 3 spell, I would need to hit 4 people. So 4th level, 5th level, 6th level.
Fly as well.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I only need
We
to
do
cast
have
at 5th
my,
level.
my horse can fly as well.
think
I
we're
can
good.
also polymorph.
I think we can. So I can get away with only flying 2 or 3 people, which is only a 4th or 5th level spell slot. I think we can get away with flying out of there, as long as if we do some recon, or if we have the Frostfire network do some recon and make sure there's an aerial layout. I think we could escape through the sky.
Oh, okay. If there's an aerial way, I'm down for that, but I don't know about that.
All right. So, did you make the project for the magical item?
I believe we should have an alternate means of escape planned in advance, in case we are thwarted, as our last plan was.
Okay. Do you guys want a moment to discuss it? Should we take a break or something? I guess we can wait till 7. Alright, so I'm gonna pass some time. Yeah, your steed is down, that's right. Let me know if any of your projects finish.
I'm gonna start making greater healing potions now, instead of the necrotic resistance potions.
Okay, those are 3 days each
10 hours.
for the greater?
50 gold pieces. Yeah.
I thought the greater was a week.
It's uncommon. Yeah, so 40 hours I can make it in a quarter of the time.
So 2 days.
So if it's 40 hours in a week, it's like 10 hours.
Okay, so a day and like a small amount of time.
1.25 days. Yeah.
Alright. So you are working on those. Go ahead and spend the resources to start that. But this day would end, so go ahead and do your upkeep for your camp. It is now the 27th. I'm going to pass the 8 hours, so it's now 4 o'clock on the 27th. Go ahead and put another day towards your projects, whatever you're doing. And around 6 o'clock, Dugdrin will return to the base. You haven't heard from Diddy in a while now. Malin, just FYI.
Uh-oh. I'm getting extremely concerned, guys.
She's
I
just
mean-
ghosted you.
They did say that if we were planning on working with the Deep Frost, then they wouldn't be in contact with us. We kind of agreed that that's the thing. She doesn't understand why he's so
Yeah.
concerned about
No,
me.
no. We just said like that we can't like be in the same base, but we can still work together with them.
Oh, I thought it was kind of we had to choose
Yeah.
a side. a little bit, which is like, you know, they're not. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
That's the vibe that we got. You know.
Yeah, like they were like amiable about it. It was an amiable breakup, but
Amiable
No,
breakup.
whoa.
they
Tactical
didn't
timeout.
trust the deep
Look,
frost.
we're
So
all
they were
adults
fine with
here.
us continuing with them. They
We'll
just
just
didn't want.
return our CDs to each other because I'm 40
Yeah.
years old and I remember breakups as involving CDs, and we'll just move on.
What? No. Wait. That's not what I thought. What? No.
No, what? He's like frantically calling her now, just leaving messages. Didi, what's going on? Call me back. Didi, it's me again. What's going on? But anyway, Dugdrin would show up. He says, friends, I come bearing good news. I think we have a window of attack on Froggy. Since you've got me saying it. In a couple of days, he will be within the Molten Chapel, actually. And I believe that during that time, we might be able to create a distraction that could split his forces and give you a window to attack him. You'd have to be quick, but I think this is the best chance we have unless you want to hit him in his lair.
Wait, isn't the Molten Chapel the most defended, heavily guarded place there is?
It is, however, we believe we have a way of shifting their defenses to one place while you strike another.
I don't think this is going to be a quick fight. I do think he's a fraud, but I don't think it's going to be that quick.
He says,
tell you what.
I assume it would only take you a few minutes or less to kill him, as fights usually go fairly quick, right?
Yes. Tell you what. Also, is there any where's he usually? Where's his crib?
His base is. Where is his base? His base is in a cave in a different part. It's not even within the city, he says. It's close to the city, but it's it's in a different area.
Is it? If we were to go fly there, is it accessible by flight or no?
No, it's not really a tower. It's more like it has an entryway, and you'd have to go into it or sneak into it.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
He
It would be
says
heavily guarded.
the Molten Chapel plan is dangerous, but there is a window where I think you'll have time to defeat him and flee. As long as you don't take too long. And he shouldn't have too many people with him, if this works out.
I can do my best to try and keep the whatever people he has under control, and you can try and do your best to focus on him.
Okay. I'm not. This guy's a fraud. I'm never gonna back away. The only thing is, I don't know why. Look, guys, I'm gonna be honest, and it's not just me, panicking that I haven't heard from Diddy, but I would think it's highly ironic if we decide to do this and the three bozos decide to do their heist at the exact same time.
Did you tell Dugdrin about the heist before this? I'm trying to remember.
No, he knows about the heist.
He does.
He knows about the heist. 100%. Yeah.
Oh, so we've totally betrayed the three kings and
Wow.
Oh,
No. He
yeah,
knew
I
about
didn't
it before.
realize.
He didn't say anything.
Well, then,
he
I
asked
didn't
us.
remember us telling him.
No, he asked. He's like, I know they're doing a heist. Can you tell them to wait off a little bit?
Oh, okay. I think I'm remembering that. So he would say, so I'm guessing you haven't been able to convince them to hold off on their heist.
We haven't spoken in a while.
Yeah.
Well, it would be very interesting if their heist just happened to be right when you were attacking. It might actually work out in their favor if we had pulled the guards to a different area.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
Dudgeon, do you know where they are? So we could.
no,
You have an extensive spy network. You found them before.
He says, if I'm honest, I more found them following you all. But
Yeah,
they are
gross.
pretty good at keeping themselves hidden. I have not found them since they
that-
left.
I thought that he had indicated that he knew that they were here and that they were planning something, but I didn't know that he knew that it involved the Molten Chapel.
If I'm honest, I don't remember exactly what he knew, but I can assume he knew about the heist and just
Okay.
run with that.
I just want to make sure that we're not like talking about things that like we like our.
I mean, if
has
he
a
had
reason to-
so
yeah.
if he had been scrying you guys, then he could have easily found out about it. So it would make
Mm.
sense that he might know. But yeah, you would say I don't know where the Three Kings have gone since they left here. It's a lot harder to track them than it is to follow you all.
All right, let's try to. Okay, personal. What's the word? Personal bias aside, yes, the bias. I do think it would make sense for us to go and try to get in contact with them.
Says, well, if you can find them, that would be very useful. But
Can you message them?
there is a window on this job. As I said, we have to do it when when Farago is within the chapel. Which did I say 3 days? No, 2 days. I think he said 2. I'll say. Maybe I didn't say. Let me roll for it. Oh, 4 more days. All right. So in 4 days from now.
Okay, so we have to go find them in 4 days. All right, forget my project for everything. We need to go find. We gotta go find the 3 bozos.
How would
Why
you?
don't you just send a message? A magical message.
Can I?
How?
I don't know who is it that can do that, because I thought someone did that.
Sending?
Sending.
Does
sorry.
someone have sending?
I cast message.
Oh no.
Well, message is the low level one, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need sending to.
Sending is the one you're thinking of, where you can send it to anyone you know.
Gotcha. All right.
Oh, Mike, you could do that. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Your stun bot.
That is a problem. Okay. I thought before. Well, okay. Obviously, I'm not gonna retcon it now, but I thought Diddy was. I did specifically ask Diddy for some way to get back in touch.
I don't think she gave you one though. Did she? Here, let me double check if my notes say something. I thought she just
That
said
was
she'd
the-
be in contact with you.
I mean, maybe but I definitely did ask for a specific way too, because I didn't want to just let them all I didn't want this type of scenario to happen. But obviously, that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't think she gave you away. I think she just said she was going to be in touch with you. Unfortunately,
you tried
she.
to get away and she rejected you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give like a big stop hand sign to him, don't say that. Nope.
Don't say it's
we need to get in
over.
contact.
Don't tell me it's over. All right. Well, he says, so 4 days from now, get yourselves ready, because it's going to be a dangerous fight. But I have faith in you all. The good thing is, the area you're going into should not have any surprises. I don't think there's any traps, because there's nothing there that they'd be defending. If that makes sense.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, if there's any way you could, how. I mean, I know it's a little hard to find them, but yeah, we do need to find a way how to get in contact with them. We are on the clock to get in contact with the 3 bozos.
He says, is there something they're needed for the revolution?
Well, again, I mean, we're trying to coordinate with we're trying to coordinate on the Molten Chapel.
He's got a crush on one of them.
Bro, that's
Do you
not,
say
not
that?
relevant. It's this.
Are you saying that,
Yes,
Glenn?
he absolutely
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
totally saying that.
So Dugdrin looks at Glenn, looks at Malin. He says, you have a crush on one of them.
It's coincidence, that I do, I have a some relations with one of the 3 bozos. Maybe there are only 2 bozos.
he just kind of thinks for moments as well. I mean, we probably should just stick to the revolution, and romance can wait. Yes.
Yeah, of course. That was not. Listen, that was never my. That was not what I was trying to do here. I genuinely think that would, like, if we do our thing, it would help them, and if the fire giants get looted, that does help on their molten chapel. That helps the revolution, and B, it would be problematic if we're trying to jump Froggy.
I mean, we're going to overthrow the fire giants. They'll be able to walk in and take the treasure once we're done. I mean, who
That's my
cares?
point. Exactly. You're right. Exactly.
We don't need to get in touch with them at all. They can just. I mean, they can either do it the hard way or they can wait.
So he would say that could anger the families, but at that point, as long as they don't know we're involved, hopefully, they won't pin that on us.
Yeah, they're. I have a feeling they won't find out.
No,
Yeah, so we'll just assume it was the Three Kings.
So why don't
we take the treasure for ourselves and blame the Three Kings?
Yeah, Three Kings took it.
I don't really care about the treasure.
Why don't we do a break? Since we're about halfway through, and we'll try to pass that time, and then we can go after Froggy, as you have said.
Froggy.
You guys can get your Froggy combat in.
We should probably do a little research on him. Just
But
figure out.
it's probably fine.
Will be good.
I mean, I remember he does have his lava wave. He does have his smoke screen, and then he has well, I mean, listen, guy who relies on the smoke screen.
Did we fight him enough to realize if he has legendary resistances? I mean, I'm sure he does.
He did.
He does. Okay,
he did.
Was it the standard 3?
I don't think
I think it was.
we got
I could be wrong. It could be the household guy. He had one.
Let's do 10 minutes. I'll be back.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Because what I'd really like to do, I'd really like to down his resistances and then hit him with the feeble mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be honest, again,
we can make him
calculation-wise, if I'm
make him our pet.
That would be so funny. Okay, calculation-wise, he has to get at least when I'm fully stacked up, he has to get like a 19, even with all 18 or 19, or obviously a nat 20 to hit me. So even when he's like swinging away at me, we need the fairy fire to land on him. We absolutely need to because he's going to use his smoke screen. Other than that, he has a lava wave, which we need to make dex saves for. But that's really it.
Cool.
So we need fairy fire?
I mean, to neutralize the smoke screen.
I have fairy fire.
Yeah, Chomsky used that when we were in our previous encounter with him.
That doesn't work. I also have Dispel Magic.
Yeah, I have that as well. I can do that. And try and control the other ones with Hypnotic Pattern and Slow. If there's a good chance to cut off a bunch of them, I picked up Wall of Force as one of my
Nice.
magical secrets. I picked up Web too, but I don't think Fire Giants are a good option for Web.
I might light that on fire pretty quickly.
Actually, Uslog's not here, but I mean, this is technical. How does Goggles of True Sight work? Like, if someone's transformed, can we see through the transformation, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But need a huge favor from Uslog.
It does require.
I'm back.
Uslog, I need a favor from you. A really big favor.
Okay.
I need your great ability to use the goggles of True Vision to go see some transformed people. potentially,
Oh,
for the next 4 days.
where?
I'm trying to find, the 3 bozos.
Oh, yes, because I'd be able to see
I mean, that's how we found them last
Diddy's.
time. That's
Yes.
and they're
Okay. I
artificial.
don't know. I mean, I guess I can be disguised and just wander around looking for them.
Well, I mean, like we have to find areas. I guess how we found them last time. Again, funny enough, is completely by accident. But the last time we found them was they were hanging around with people from out of town, anyways. So, like I guess where there's the people from are clearly not deep dwarves or deep dwarf establishments. I guess that's a somewhat higher chance to find them, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you have anywhere that any ideas of where to look, then I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would be fine. I will put my beard back on.
Happy to see you laugh.
Your beard.
And what else did we think of?
My disguise.
Yep.
She's saying, oh.
I have alter self if we need to also see more too.
Shit. Did you want to tell Daddy about what
I
they
mean,
said?
do you have any spells to, I guess,
Yeah.
see through the true
Did
vision?
you want
or
to tell
no?
Daddy? That is the ink from.
So,
I opened the ink.
I don't have
and it
anything to
said,
see through the true vision
for the printer.
or help with that.
Did you tell Mama about
If
our
they're-
trip to the?
If you're worried that
pirate playground?
they look different, is that what's going
well,
on?
okay. So, in fairness, you did join us later. So the 3, I mean, the way they stay hidden is that at least
Does that
2 of them
make you feel love?
are completely
Yeah.
like in
And
disguise or
what
like
else makes you
transformed.
feel
One of
love?
them, well, they're
Yeah.
female artificer.
Yeah.
Like she was a humanoid artificer, but she was a
And mommy?
what was it? Gnome also.
What about
Or-
reading books about robots?
I don't.
Does it
Yeah,
make
but she was a gnome,
happy
and the
or
other
sad?
one was pretending to be a
It makes me
Dwagar, or innkeeper.
When you don't have brown bear, then you feel sad. Yeah. Or when you have to wait
Yeah, I
for the
don't
peanut
have
powder,
anything
then
to
you
help
feel
that.
sad.
Would us being able to communicate telepathically
hard.
be useful?
It's
Yes.
What do you mean? Like a mind link?
I have Rary's telepathic bond.
Ah, yes, that's a classic. Yes, that would be immensely helpful. That's immensely helpful. We've used that many a time.
Okay, I'll make sure that that's prepared. So, I think what else will be useful? Jumping into a 15th level character, there's a lot to try to be like, what can I do?
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's what I love.
Yeah, there's a lot of catch up.
Especially
Where
in
I'm like,
Wizards.
I haven't built this character over years to months.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, I think everyone here pretty much started out as high level except for me, maybe. Yeah, I mean, Chomsky, what level were we when
I think I joined around level 9.
level 9? Yeah, so Miri would have been about the same.
Yeah, 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I have played Arapel from level 1 to level 5 or 6ish, just not in this campaign. This is Arapel version 3.
3.0.
Yeah, it was kind of a slow transition from to like all new players.
And I actually played in this campaign at the very beginning as well, but I
As a
was
different
playing-
character.
Yeah, I was playing a bard.
Yeah.
Is your goblin?
Yeah.
A crazy goblin.
It was fun, actually.
Yeah, this group had a little bit of turnover in the middle. Excuse me. This was the group with Remy and
Well, it started out with that Quince and
yeah. Well, I mean, in the middle when they had left.
Rune.
Yeah,
right.
it started with
'cause
like
they
a whole
left
different
right
group.
when Chomsky came in. So
Yeah. Sorry.
And you guys
Scared
had,
them away.
was it
no,
Ren?
they were planning on leaving. I think they wanted to get to the Shadowfell, and then that's like when because they like it was planned. They had to, but yeah, it wasn't like everyone all at once, but it was kind of a big chunk that left around that time. Because I think Rune left shortly after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was about the time I joined. Yeah, I think I played with Rune for like a month before they left.
And you guys had like Ren and Adeline, right? That was this group.
Oh yeah.
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 'Cause
They
that's
kind
who
of
had
joined a little.
left
Well,
before
yeah.
I
Adelaide
came in.
joined like only a few levels before that. I think a couple levels before. Like maybe we were level 7 or something. Yeah. So like she hadn't been around for very long.
Right.
Because
In fact, I think she joined when Jingle left. Because I was in another game with
Oh,
Darcy
yeah.
at the time, and she asked me about this group.
yeah, I think that makes sense. I remember that.
Yeah.
It was just so long ago.
Yeah, I think part of that was my fault because I had raised some of the prices a bit.
Oh yeah, it was around that time. But I mean, what are you gonna do about that? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little. They just had to prioritize their. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, is everyone back?
Yeah. I like this new group. I don't mean to sound like like Miss Field group or anything. It is hard for
Oh no, I think
a
this is
little
a
bit,
really
but
solid group right now.
yeah. It's just kind of hard to like have not been there from the beginning for you all probably.
Well,
Yeah.
people never seem to want to start new campaigns,
Yeah.
so I just kind of keep running the one that they're in. But it would be nice to do like a side story sometime. This way you could all start from like level 5 or something. I probably would make you start from 1 again.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
I mean,
I'd be down.
I have a couple of side campaigns already. I know Miri really wants to play the Lost Continent one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just right now we don't. Like I said, everyone just wants to play their main characters.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah. Well, type here if you're back.
Oh. All of us? Neither can I, apparently.
Wait,
Wait, why are there 7 here's?
There fell one
there
twice.
fell. Like, do we have an extra person? Alright. So, did we want to pass the 4 days? Does anyone want to do anything?
Yes, me and Uslog are going to go out on an adventure. And by out on an adventure, we're going to try to find the 3 bozos.
While Malin is leaving, this is the first day. I'm gonna get you one of these days. Yeah.
Did you really make me dance?
That was the backup because my first.
Oh my god,
I'm
dude.
gonna unsettling words and feeble mind mail.
Okay.
But doesn't that... Okay.
Doesn't that make him like a vegetable?
Yes,
For like a certain amount of time?
How long does it make me a vegetable for?
30 days.
Can you cancel
No.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I think
I can grade a restoration.
Okay. If, all right. Well. Anyways, what do I have to do?
This is a. I think it's an int save.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
save.
it's safe. Yeah. Well, that's I'm good at those, but we'll see.
I know that's why I'm like, it's one of these days. All right, you gotta minus a d10.
Are you rolling? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think I can get at least.
Oh.
Hey, I'm almost.
Nope.
Close.
He's
No cookie. Close.
Bill-
No cookie.
You would probably notice that as this is the second time Glenn has been casting random spells on you.
It's extraordinarily irritating, but honestly, par for the course for him.
Oh, you have Arcana, don't you?
Check. I do not.
Oh, really? As an artificer? All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Do
give
I-
me an untrained intelligence check and see if you know what
Just
he's
straight
casting on you. Yeah. Yeah, you're not sure. Just keeps casting spells at you.
Good luck.
Eli just watches and just goes, "What the?"
Yeah, Eli
I-
probably would know what he's casting.
Yeah, I mean, I still give him a dirty look, but me and Uslog are off.
Have fun storming the castle.
So how are you gonna find these 3 kings?
So we're gonna do 2 things. First off, we're gonna go take a little trip to a bunch of bars, local gatherings, and try to basically, I mean, Uslog is gonna try to go and look for
In disguise.
transform people in disguise, of course, in disguise.
Yeah, I assume you're all going up to the city in disguise now.
Yes. I will be. Did I update this? Yeah, I'm going to be using Magic Mouth. And now, can I leave Magic Mouth like a message only for a specific person, or like if it pops off, everyone's going to hear it?
So it is when a triggering condition is met. It doesn't say it can only be heard by one person. So I think it just pops off the message if it's met.
I mean, I'm still gonna, I'll still, I guess, ritually do that, but like my message is gonna be like, looking to contact some bozos.
How long does Magic Mouth last?
Until it's dispelled, it's permanent.
Oh, it's
Until
permanent?
dispelled.
There's just so much.
Alright, so you are leaving these messages for who? Diddy?
I mean, any of the three of them, looking to
Okay.
contact some bozos, and how about yeah, he's looking for contact some bozos, or Wolf looking to contact some bozos.
Alright, so
No, I'm a wolf looking to contact some bozos in my voice.
So you're doing this all day, just leaving these everywhere around the city?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you got it.
Well, you'd have to do as many spell slots as you had, which I guess would
It's a
be...
ritual.
Oh, is it a ritual?
Did I?
I think it's a ritual. I could be wrong.
Casting time is a minute. Yeah, it's a ritual. Yeah.
All right, so each one is going to cost 10 gold pieces worth of
Alright.
spell components.
All right, let's see how much. Let's see how many. Okay, 10.
So how many do you want to leave around?
That's too much. Let's do times. Let's.
And you can actually make these in your yeah, you can actually make these in your base. Just put them in the objects and distribute them around the city.
Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, I'll start with 15. I'll try to just
Alright.
hit up 15 bars.
So you spend 150 components, arcane. Give me a D100 roll.
Give me a second.
You said you made 15 of these?
Yes.
Okay. And Uslag is coming with you?
I mean, she's looking for people at the same time to see if anyone's transformed.
He wanted me to come along because I've got the Gem of True Seeing and I could possibly see. I actually don't know.
It
if
only
I would be
lasts
able
for
to
10
see
minutes,
Diddy's
though,
true-
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It has a real short duration, I think. and,
Yeah, so it's like if we were somewhere that we wanted to check for them, we would need more information.
Alright, so you're just going to have her in case you need her.
Somewhere specific.
Okay. Okay, so you make 15 of these. You kind of spread them out around the city. And I'll say that doesn't take all day. So it was 6 p.m. when you started doing this. So I'll say at the end of the day you were able to do it. New day. Go ahead and
Well,
spin.
okay. Wait, how long? Are we okay with? How often does the gem recharge?
Once a day, right?
Fully?
Well, I roll I think it's like a
D3.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, that many charges.
Are you okay for like
gone?
the first 2 days?
It's full up right now. I've got 3 charges.
Are you okay
Because
for
I
like at
haven't
least
used
like to empty the usage at least for the first 2 days, like fully empty the usage out? Like when we go to bar and I see there's a lot of like out of town, like not like the gnomes or drows or something like that. Then I say, can you take a look?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should probably try to keep one charge in case we really need it, but
Yeah, I mean,
that doesn't matter.
honestly, if you just carried one of these magic mouth objects on you, if you got within 30 feet of her, it would go off.
That is actually a very good point.
Like,
They
you don't
start
even-
out carrying 15 on them.
That's actually a very good point.
Yeah, I mean,
The
he
whole
invited
chorus.
me to come along when I didn't have all the information. He was just like, "Hey, come along," and I was like, "Okay."
She's just kind of hanging out that
I
first
honestly
night.
had no
It's
idea
like,
he had
why am
other
I just?
plans.
She's like just drinking. She's like, what are we doing?
She's
Okay.
bored out of her mind.
Yeah.
She
That's
can only
actually a
sleep so
very
much.
much smarter, brilliant idea. I spent the money. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. Well,
But
you
we
already
give one to
distributed
Uslag.
these. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I give one to Uslag so that she go? Do I need to make 2 more, or can I just say 2 of them? One I keep on.
Well, you distributed the 15 already. Unless you want to go
Okay.
pick 2 of them up, that would be another 20 gold. But this
I'll
is
pick 2 of them up.
this is now going to be the next day. So you would have slept for the evening. It is now the 28th. Go ahead and pay the upkeep Chomsky for the day, or for the last day. But it's now the 28th at 8 a.m.
Did we end up getting those inks that we had asked for?
Hang
Because
on.
that would have made a difference on what Arapel did that day.
Alright, so the attack is going to be on the 31st. I just want to make a note of that in my notes. So you can pay for the inks. I'll say they have up to 800 maho of scribing ink. So it'd be 800 gold if you want to buy it all.
Let's see. Yeah, we don't exactly have a lot of gold. Well, Arapel and the party treasury doesn't have a lot of gold. So, honestly,
Did you guys just loot like a huge treasury?
yeah, Arapel spent all of his
Yeah,
portion on saving innocents.
Oh, you split that up. All right.
Yeah, remember Arapel spent all his on bribing the servants to not be there.
Yeah, well, that was important to Arapel, so.
So yeah, that's fine. I guess I'll.
Well, you don't have to buy all 800. You can buy any amount you want.
Yeah, I know, but I've got quite a hoard of scrolls at this point. Like, we could always, make more, but Arapel's got like a dozen smites in his pockets.
Yeah.
And some Crusader's Mantle and some Hypnotic Pattern and some Calm Emotions. So, I just feel like I always want to do something with the downtime, but I don't really know that anything is particularly useful or affordable at the
You
moment.
want to join us and walk around?
You also can make contacts in the city. You do have a lot of charisma.
Oh, that's right. Now that we have disguises, I guess there are more options, aren't there?
Yes, you can do pretty much
okay,
anything you
yeah.
want within the city now.
Sure, let me try and make contacts. I'm
All right, so start
charismatic.
a carousing project. Are you going for schmoozing rich, middle class, or poor people?
Like working class, so somewhere between poor and middle.
That would just be middle
Blue
class.
colors.
So
Is that poor?
well, so there's, let's see.
Well, I guess I understand, like in D&D it might just be the 3 classes, but I meant like where would the average citizen blue collar workers fall?
It would probably be middle class.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
middle
much do I need
class would be 50 gold pieces for the
All right.
for the week.
All right. I will
Buying
pay
people
that
beers and stuff.
And that started on this day that Uslog and Malin were walking around is which date?
Oh no, that would be today on the 28th. You would start it.
Well, that's why I was asking whether or not I got the links so that I knew what I had done on the 27th.
Did you not do anything on the 27th?
No, because that's why I was asking whether we had gotten the inks. I said because that would make a difference on whether what Arapel would have been doing while they were doing that. Okay, whatever. If we want to say Arapel did,
let's just go forward from here. And we could say maybe Doug Drin came back today and sold you the inks. It's like maybe he didn't.
But I'm not buying the. Never mind. Okay, we'll
Right,
start the carousing on the 28th.
Yes, that's why I always want to check. Like, are we doing something today? Let me know if you have anything. So I don't know. Maybe I didn't hear you or something. Sorry about that. But yeah, let's say we started today on the 28th.
Can I just give like I don't know, something that can also attach to Arapel? Like he doesn't have to go.
You're gonna make her like a little probe going around trying to set off your traps.
Yeah, exactly.
Does Arapel agree to this?
Use Arapel.
Like basically, you're giving me one of these items you've enchanted with mouth.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll carry one around.
All right, so spend another 10 to make a third one.
In fact,
I'm putting a significant investment on this.
Do you want Rocket to fly around with it?
Oh my
That's
goodness.
even the more the merrier. Let's go. Get another one. Let's keep going.
So I'll just say I'm giving you a percentage chance. So you are increasing the chance of something happening the more you have stuff going on.
Yes.
Alright, so anyone else have any projects they need to start or anything like that? Let me know now. And give me a D100 roll again, Malin.
Let's go. Give me a good one. God damn it, bro.
Alright. So, yeah, the day would pass quietly. I'll go ahead and, you get another day towards your projects.
And when Malin comes home,
Uh-oh, here we go.
unsettling words fuel my.
Okay.
We'll get you one of these days.
Okay. Damn it. All right.
Jesus Christ. I'm throwing.
Well, D10.
Yeah, give me the D10.
No. He's once again he's casting weird spells at you, and once again probably Eli's giving him strange looks.
To just be fun, silvery barbs.
On what? On Malin?
On the,
That's evil.
Oh wow! All right, Malin, go ahead, re-roll your.
Eli, I thought we were friends. I thought we were brothers. We were gonna fight them together. Why would you do this to me?
if you
Oh!
remember correctly, the contest.
What contest?
Malin and Eli are gonna race to see who's to kill Froggy.
Oh well.
That's a good point.
All right. I think with 21 minus 4, you would be feeble-minded.
Yep.
So you just kind of stand there and start drooling.
Your intelligence and charisma, yeah, go to 1. You can't speak, you don't understand language, you can't communicate in any intelligible way.
Okay.
All right. So you would all see this as Malin just sort of loses his mind and his eyes roll back and he's just drooling.
What's wrong with Malin? He's acting weirder than usual.
Come on, everyone's
Boulderbottom says, "Didn't you just cast some kind of spell on him there? And then didn't
Yes, I
Eli
know.
just cast some kind of spell on him? Like, what are you two up to?"
It wasn't me.
I was trying to help him.
Boulderbottom just kind of looks back and forth.
I've been playing the Shaggy defense. It wasn't me.
Is anyone else saying anything about this?
Would I have? I don't know that Arapel is very perceptive, so I'm not sure that he would have seen what was going down. But he would notice. Him acting.
Feeble Mind's wizard only, right?
It is on the Bard spell list.
Does Arapel have Arcana by any chance?
I think he does. Yeah.
So you can give me an Arcana roll. You might know what spells were being cast. Very limited PV. Oh, look at that. So yes, you know that Glenn cast a Feeble Mind, and then Eli cast a Silvery Barbs, probably weakening Malin's magic defenses. Because you can't.
Okay.
That's the only reason you'd cast Silvery Barbs.
So if I didn't
I
understand.
should genius this, but whatever.
Oh, your save? Yeah, it's too late now.
Yeah,
You could have.
late, yeah.
Oh, I don't even have Greater Restoration on Arapel. Never mind.
So Arapel might be very confused.
Yeah, I mean, if I know that what they did, then I guess I would question, like, how does this assist our preparations for our coming encounter, or something.
Because now his mouth won't get in the way.
Eric would be super
really
realistic about like he would totally not get the humor. He would just be like, I don't think that his mouth is relevant to the abilities that we need from him in the coming encounters.
Boulder Bottom sighs a little and looks to Uslag and says, "Are you okay with this?"
She probably wasn't even aware it was happening.
She's like over like sharpening her sword. He looks up like, "Huh?
Yeah.
What? Why is Malin drooling?"
Why is he drilling more than normal?
What is like? Is there an effect? Is there like a certain condition that's associated with this, or is it like a more of a dispel magic or something that would have to?
Well, with healing and knowing what the spell is, you know it would take a greater restoration to get rid of it. Otherwise, he's basically permanently like mentally crippled.
Or, yeah, he can make another. He can make another save in 30 days.
So I can't dispel magic on it.
I'm
I'm actually surprised. I didn't realize
think
that.
you can.
I didn't realize that Arapel doesn't have greater restoration.
Because yeah, usually, well,
The
usually.
very last line of the spell says it can be ended by greater restoration, heal, or wig.
Yeah, so when it calls out stuff like that, usually dispel magic is not something that would work.
Okay.
Because, yeah, usually Dispel Magic would end a magical effect on someone. Actually, that's a good question, because I think, like,
'Cause
Wall
I
of
don't think
Force...
I don't think it's a magical effect. Like, it permanently
Yeah, it's not
affects their...
magic
That's true.
anymore.
That's true, yeah, the
Yeah,
effect is... The magic's happened already, so at this point it's already... It's, yeah,
It's
it's...
like, yeah, it's like Dispel
something.
Magic versus Wall of Stone. Once it's become real, it's real.
Or Wall of Force, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, Malin is, I guess, still walking around, but looking very confused and, like, drooling a
Can
little
you
bit.
heal me now so I can go back, please?
In the morning. If I
I don't
remember.
think you can talk, bud.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
yeah.
more just, like, staring at everyone, like,
Well-
not sure what's going on.
Why me? What
This is
did I do?
actually kind of dark, actually.
After a few minutes, I'm like, okay, I've had my fun. I wanted to see what somebody feeble-minded looked like.
Yeah,
This is,
lobotomies are no joke.
This is a
Yeah,
pretty
what does
powerful
Noam
spell.
Chomsky have to say about all this? Is
Like,
he,
yeah, imagine being trapped in that mind and unable to express yourself. That would be
Well,
horrifying.
I don't think I understand. Like,
yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't
that-
even, he probably
I was gonna
wouldn't
say
even
that.
understand. It would be like an animal, like you just...
Well, that might be a relief then.
Yeah, no, it's not like being trapped. It's more just like your mind is very basic, and you just understand like very basic,
Yeah, and
like
in some ways
survival
of
things,
thinking,
like an animal.
in some ways of thinking, I did him a service. He doesn't have to worry about anything anymore.
Just roam the land and not know what's going
Yeah.
on.
Except the confusion.
Well, he would know what's going on, but just in a very basic sense of like trying to survive. And but yeah, does Chomsky have anything to say?
Oh, I saw what you did, Glenn. And Eli.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
All right, so
That is all. That is all.
are you
All right,
leaving?
I'm-
All right, so Gnome doesn't say anything. It's like I saw what you did, and then just change the subject.
All right, I've had my fun. This is a pretty powerful spell. If I could hit the right person with it, damn. And he goes over and he holds out like a piece of candy, like Malin, come here, boy.
Hey, yeah.
And I give him the piece of candy, and then I put my hand on his forehead.
Wait, doesn't Greater Restoration cost a bunch of reagents?
Yeah, it costs
components?
100 golden components, diamonds.
That's why last week I asked if I could take 100.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
A joke.
So
Everybody
you
was okay with it.
all right, so you spend the 100
Yes.
Maho and spend a third level spell, and suddenly you're back to normal, Malin.
You're suddenly eating candy.
What happened? Why?
He comes to his senses as he chews on taffy, and he's like, "What just happened?"
What happened?
I don't know. You just like start drooling.
Boulder
What?
Bottom just rolls his eyes and it's like, I'm
Yeah.
going to bed.
You start drooling and just like talking gibberish all of a sudden. I'm really worried. Yeah.
What? Huh?
Like that, like you're doing right now, yeah.
I'm very confused. What happened? There's a. Would I know that basically they said something? Okay, how about this? Would I know that basically they said something and then I started going like,
Oh yeah,
okay,
you
I
would
was
be
suspicious.
really suspicious because they were chanting at you just before something happened.
Also, I know that I was a vegetable because they said something.
Yeah, I mean, you don't lose. I mean, you don't know it's because they said something, but it's a very, it's a perfectly valid assumption to make. Because, yeah, they did some magic.
Causal link.
Can I go try stuff for Glenn? I don't know, into like a crack in the wall or something.
Can you what?
I'd like to try to attempt to stuff Glenn into a crack in the wall.
Crack in the wall? You don't think there's any that would really fit him. You could, like, I don't know, throw him on top of the statue or something.
Alright, that suffices enough.
Alright, Glenn, give me a athletics. And Malin, give me an athletics.
I can't be
Alright, so he would suddenly grab you and toss you up on the statue, and then I assume go to bed.
Yeah, just give him a look at you going.
Well,
Again, Boulder Bottom just kind of sighs. He says, "Hero's my ass," and then he
He
goes to
already
bed.
went to bed.
Yeah,
um,
yeah, because I don't see why you wouldn't know, something was weird than like, when he was casting magic on you. Because when he cast it, you would know what happened. You would just not really understand things for like however long after that. But anyway,
I don't want to do anything that causes damage. Is the thing. Like, I was like, ooh, Phantasmal Killer, but like, wait a minute, that actually does damage.
we're gonna continue this feud.
I'm telekinesis.
Uslog's just gonna kick you both out of the group. You guys are banned.
Okay, well, yeah, you need to be 9 on a strength check, which is not going to be hard.
Just do I make a strength save or a strength check?
Strength check.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
probably get that pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm just like, damn it, I'm too far away.
Alright, so
I
we'll
think we're just all
say...
suffering from cabin fever.
Yeah. So you go to bed for the evening. It is now the 30th, one day until the attack. Go ahead and spend the upkeep Chomsky. Continuing your stuff today?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I cast a spell on an ally that does damage and like not include the damaging components?
Bro.
I don't think so, unless it lets you
Damn.
choose whether or not to deal damage, which most damage spells don't. Like if it says you
Yeah.
may,
Yeah,
otherwise
because
it
like
just
Phantasmal
damages.
Killer would be like a perfect like I'm a manifest your greatest fear, but then like
I mean, you could
it
just
also does
use
damage.
you could use an illusion spell if you have one.
I don't know what he's afraid of though. Here, bigger robot. I don't know.
Bigger robot.
It's the
Alright,
biggest
that's not
robot.
for me.
All right.
Isn't the frog?
Yeah, make him see Frog or beating him up or something. All right. Enough of this tomfoolery.
Just use minor illusion and then create a frog on top of Malon's head.
Yeah.
It's just like an actual frog.
All right. So you're, I assume, going to try to locate them again today with your stones.
Yes. Yes.
Give me another D100 roll. And we have Arapel walking around with one. Is Uslog walking around, or is she just doing her stuff at home?
She would be, I guess, yeah, just doing her smithing training.
Okay.
And
I might need your true sight though.
And yeah, I saw that you're casting.
Oh, we're doing
Private
that. I thought you were
Sanctum.
just like going for a walk. Okay. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
been established that I was
did
going
we
when you were
strap
going.
one
Yeah.
to Sprocket?
Yeah.
I think so. Now, aren't you doing? You're not doing blacksmithing, Uslog? You decided against it.
Well, not today because we're going on a walk.
Okay.
But I have been. I've been doing it like during our other days. I've been keeping track of that.
Okay. So go ahead and give me another D100.
Can I use my inspiration on it or?
No, it's not a D20.
Okay.
You can only do that on D20 rolls.
Well.
Okay. So the day. Actually, I'm gonna roll something. The day would pass for your projects. It is now 6 p.m. Or sorry, 4 p.m. when your projects finish. And let me know if anyone needs to make rolls, like if you hit the end of a project or something. I assume you're gonna keep passing time. Still no luck with the kings, unfortunately. And this is the last day.
Yeah, there's not much we can do else then. Yeah.
Okay, so the 31st of spring. Today is the day.
Casting.
Private Sanctum.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
Great, thank you. super appreciate it.
Yeah, as far as you know, there's been no scrying on this place. But is there anything you want to do today before the plan is enacted? You think it's going to be around 12 o'clock, so you have a few hours.
I mean, can I try one more time, or not enough time to do
Sure. Give me another D100 roll.
Well, and since he posted them all over the city, it's possible that some of the magic mouths were triggered that we just don't know.
Yes.
Or would he know?
You wouldn't know if they're triggered, but
Unless he's checking them all each day.
Diddy would have heard them. Yeah, which I assume you're not going to every location every day.
Well, it wasn't just Diddy. He said that all three of the kings set it
Or
off,
yeah,
right?
whoever set it off. It would most likely be Diddy because she's the one that
Yeah, that's
does the
Oh, this is tough.
19.
Alright, well, yeah, that's it.
All right. So, it's about 10 a.m. when Sprocket comes flying back. And it seems her alarm is going off.
Take me there now, and I need to slog there now.
Arapel wouldn't. Well, I guess Arapel might be walking around, but Arapel would have told Sprocket to, report back to base and then follow the rest of the group's instructions. Yeah, so
that's what I assumed.
He'll lead, yeah.
Bolderon would say, we only have 2 hours. You sure this is a good idea?
Plenty of time.
He sighs once again. Alright, so Sprocket will lead you back up into the city. I assume you have your disguises.
Yeah.
She would lead you.
Am I with Uslog?
I don't know. Who's here? Is it Uslog and Malin? Anyone else? So Sprocket would lead you up to the gate over here.
We have to go all the way down there, or it's near the gate.
It's near the gate up here. Sprocket would lead you here and start basically tweeting at you, quietly.
Uslog, can you?
I'm going to. Well, but on our way there, Uslag would want to activate the Gem of Seeing just to make sure that we don't have a scry following us.
You don't, as far as you know.
Okay, cool. All right. So she would have that up for 10 minutes, but let me know if I have to redo it.
So it is about 10:30. But yeah, with the Gem of Seeing, you're looking around, but you don't see Diddy or anyone. None of the bozos.
Well, yeah, I'm still carrying my thing around. Is it going to get triggered? I'm still carrying Uslog. Spread out in this area, try to find them.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to give it half an hour. If we don't see half an hour, then we'll go back to base.
So if you're searching for them, I guess give me persuasion or investigation.
I'll do. Do I waste my inspiration on this? You know what? No, I won't. I'll just do regular investigation. I'll just give Flash of Genius. Oh, well, I got 22 anyway, so I'll give a Flash of Genius. Actually, no, I need my Flash of Geniuses. 22 it is.
So you're looking around the area. Basically there's kind of a line of people trying to go through the gate for the day to get to the different sectors of the city. You would see a couple of people off to the side talking, which at first wouldn't seem out of the ordinary to you, but one of them is holding a trinket that you recognize as something that Diddy had.
Uslog, can you please come here real quick and take a look?
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, looks like just a bunch of you're not sure what they are, like maybe thieves or something. A bunch of deep dwarves. What's Uslog doing?
I'm looking at the group with the Gem of Seeing activated.
No, they just look like normal deep dwarves.
Just a bunch of deep dwarfs. What else should I
Including
do?
the one holding the trinket.
Yeah, no, the one holding the trinket just looks like a normal deep dwarf.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Maybe
so
they hired people. I don't know.
That's interesting. Well, hold up. Can I? Wait, has my thing gone off?
No, it hasn't.
Even when I pass by them.
No, it didn't go off when you got close to them. So you don't think any of these guys are the bozos. But one of them may have talked to the bozos recently.
Yeah. The kings must have. One of the kings must have been in the area when in near Sprocket when Sprocket's thing was triggered, right? And I assume that's in the location that Sprocket brought you back to. But that doesn't mean they're still here.
And actually, at this point, because it's getting later, I'll say the rest of the group is showing up to the area here, because you're starting to make your way towards the cathedral.
Oh wait, the entire group has come here as well.
At this point, because it's almost time for the battle, if that makes sense.
All right. Well, gave it a good try. Well, they're good. They're good. I can't say anything.
I mean, we did spend quite a few days and a lot of resources looking for them.
Yep.
So
Sometimes love doesn't conquer all.
Yeah.
it's possible, though. I mean, they may
Would this
know
be
about
considered
our plans and
stalking?
we're using it to their advantage.
Did you say would this be
incorporating their
stalking?
high-
A little
you
bit.
know?
Yeah.
Actually,
This is
probably
more.
hiding.
Okay,
This
no,
is more. What I'm thinking is that we don't want them to. We don't want to get in their way with the Molten Chapel, so we want to tell them. Like
that is
that's what
Yeah,
Uzfog
that
is
that was
thinking.
the plan. We
That's
wanted to make sure
legitimately
they
what I
knew
was
what
doing.
was going to go down so that they could make sure
Mhm.
to adjust their plans accordingly. But
No, that is legitimately
we
what
couldn't find
Alan
them.
is doing. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, it'd be really nice to see Diddy, but honestly, he would not spend this much resources, just for that.
Yeah,
So,
valiant effort. Although,
Alright,
well,
well,
No,
and
I'm
to be
just
fair, if someone from the Three Kings triggered Sprocket's trinket, Magic Mouth, then that member of the Three Kings knows we're looking for them and
yeah, it's probably
It's-
really awkward.
has chosen not to.
well, I mean, it was done like 30 minutes ago, so I don't think they would go try to find us now.
Well, right,
Right.
But after them,
But they're aware that we are looking for them.
Yeah, they would have heard the message, and so then, they could still try to contact us. But I don't know. We'll
But
see.
yeah, I mean, but this unfortunately this happened like half an hour,
Right.
ago, so they probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have gone
Alright.
running to find us yet. All right, well, look, I think can we just put the magic mouth back on Sprocky, as we're going there? But whatever, it's not going to impede us anymore.
Molderbaum says, did you try talking to those dwarves over there? Maybe one of them saw the Three Kings.
I doubt they saw. All right, I'll go talk to them.
Well,
No,
are we
no.
dropping the Three Kings name just like
no,
that?
Of course not.
I thought that
No,
was-
of course not. No.
Yeah.
Obviously, they wouldn't be that dumb to find it.
The-
But yeah, I'm gonna stop by real quick and talk to those guys.
Alright, so as you approach, you look like a drow. They kind of give you a dirty look. They say, get out of here, elf. You don't want no trouble.
I just need to ask really a couple questions, and I'll be on your way. I'll make it worth your while.
I'm listening.
And you have a really nice trinket there. By chance, did you? I was looking for some other folk. At least one of them was a drow, maybe a gnome. Have you seen them? They're clearly not from here. Maybe 2 to 3 of them, or one. Have you talked to anyone recently?
Says, you like this? I just bought this, or I just got this recently. I could sell it to you.
I mean, that's really fine craftsmanship. Could you tell me from where did you buy this from?
Give me a deception or a persuasion. Either. He looks at you. He says, you're not with the law, are you?
No. I legitimately, I'm quite curious as to where this is from. I I'm not a big fan of the authorities.
So they're kind of looking around a little now. Give me a persuasion.
I'll flash a genius then. So that's 17.
Alright, you spend one of your precious flashes. So he considers that and says, alright, give me 30 gold. I'll tell you more about where I got this.
How about 15?
Give me another persuasion.
I'm gonna use all your flashes.
We've got so much
I'm
time,
not
we shouldn't haggle.
Alright.
He says 30 gold. Alright, so you give him the 30. He says, yeah. I met a, what was it? I was talking with a dwarf earlier who traded me this for some information.
And by chance, do you know where they headed off to?
This is, no, but I do know a place where we sometimes meet to do such trades. I could tell you more about it for another 30 gold.
For crying out loud, just gonna lead me dry. Oh my god, this is what gambling is like. I already gave you 30. How about 20?
Give me a persuasion.
For crying out loud, alright. Here's
He, oh, alright, yeah. So if you give him the 30, I was gonna say, he would accept at 20,
Oh,
but...
Was he like, I was gonna, like, I thought I failed it, that's the only reason.
No, 12 would be high enough, because he already took
Okay.
30 from you, so he's like, alright, yeah, 20's fair.
He's just looking for whatever he can get here.
Yeah, not every persuasion is super hard. So he says, yeah, alright, if you're not with the authorities, I don't think Drow work for the city. If you want to find this guy, Forge is fancy. Usually every day around 2, they're there.
Sounds good.
Says probably be there tomorrow if you're looking to do a information trade.
Well, and isn't it just before noon right now today?
It is. It's like probably 11, so you're about an hour away from your job.
Interesting that he said tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess he'd say today then. So he would say, yeah, if you go there around 2. Oh wait, that wouldn't make any sense. Hang on. We'll say it was in the morning. We'll say like 8 a.m. because there also wouldn't make much sense. But
Much
yeah,
obliged.
that's usually where I meet up with him if I'm not doing business elsewhere.
Much obliged. Alright. I nod and head off.
Alright. So with your lead, the group is now heading into the gate. When you approach, the guards will ask for your papers.
Don't we have the papers for this part of the cousin halls or no?
Your papers were from a couple of weeks ago when you were working for the, what's his name? Kesbin. I don't think you've gotten updated ones. Do you want to try to present your old ones?
Yeah, I'd say I present my
Alright, so he's looking at him. He says, "These are outdated. These are from," and one of the guards like pats him on the shoulder and just shakes his head and says, "Just let him through." And then he just kind of walks away. And the guy says, "Huh? All right. I guess you're okay to pass." Seems a little confused.
Thank you very much for your diligence.
One quick thing that I think we probably would have resolved at camp last night or this morning, because Gnome has been asking about it in chat for a little while now. Is there anyone who doesn't have healing pots or any greater healing pots on their person?
Oh, sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the chat.
I need one also.
I don't want to get into the middle of the battle and then Boo be
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you didn't
good.
distribute them, so.
I don't
Exactly.
think I have one.
Do your
Who's thought
jobs.
you said you're good?
Yeah, I have a couple healing potions on me, so.
Cool. So I gave one to Eli. Glenn, do you need a greater healing potion?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Cool. And Malin, you'll take a greater healing potion as well.
Yep.
Cool. That covers it all.
And you have some yourself? No?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you.
Alright, so once again, as you approach, the guards would stop you, but a moment later, someone would wave you through.
Someone got bought off.
Once you are inside, you would see Dugdrin waiting for you there. He says, I was worried you guys wouldn't show. Kind of getting close to the wire here. Luckily, we still have a half an hour to get into position. And he would hand you all some... Let's see... No, actually, he wouldn't need to. He'll just say, follow me. So he leads you through these kind of nicer neighborhoods. Getting kind of close to the chapel, you would see there are some giants. And he would activate some sort of magical item. Everyone give me... He says, everyone keep quiet, be stealthy. This should help. And I need stealth checks from everyone. You gain plus 10 to the roll. Okay,
Noise, right?
20, 34, 25. I think you're all good.
Yeah, I think the 20 is the
And
lowest
20.
so far. Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, he leads you to a side door, which he produces a key. And he will say, alright, so you're going to follow this hallway till you reach kind of a courtyard area. Stay hidden and be on the lookout for Froggy. During a commotion, you should see him coming through, and when he does, kill him and anyone with him.
Just like that.
He says, well, I assume the killing part you'll take care of. We're setting up the opportunity.
Emotion.
Can you give us a quick, like, within? You think this is going to be within an hour?
It's probably going to be within 10 to 30 minutes of the 12 o'clock mark.
Cheers! I'm going to drink my Hill Giant Strength Potion.
Were we missing a stealth roll? Well, I mean, I guess with the 220s, it was being the low, it was fine.
Did someone not roll?
I
Glenn.
think one of them was Carl, yeah.
I think we missed Glenn. I need a stealth check from you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, should I drink my potion of fire giant strength? That would be actually a good idea.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
How long does
Yeah,
it
I
last?
wish I had
More?
that. But now, actually,
Yeah, how long? An hour?
An hour. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you
Yes,
guys are
I'm
fine.
Nice.
Alright. So you start following the hall. Again, if you're doing anything besides what I'm saying, just let me know.
Actually, can I check my potion of fire breath? Is that a minute or an hour?
The fire breath potion,
Trying to find
I
it.
think it's a minute or 10
That makes sense.
minutes.
All right, that's fine. All right. I won't take it. Yeah.
All right.
Also, I'm gonna have Sprocket out, and he's not going away in the compartment. I want him at the ready for this.
Okay.
I'm going
I always
to
forget about
cast
him.
tongues on myself so I can understand if they're shouting anything in giant.
Alright, so you spend a 3rd level spell for tongues.
And
I'm
I
just gonna drop that
spent,
in the chat so I remember.
and I cast the telepathic bond.
Okay, so just for reference, it's about 11:30 right now. And you do want to drink your potions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I mean,
He said it's 11:30. He said it was going to happen within the.
within the hour?
He said it was going to happen 10 or 30 minutes after the after 12, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. Sometime close to 12 is kind of what
Oh,
you
What's
after
the
remember.
minute
12.
now?
Right, then
I
I'll
would,
wait till
Do
like
it at like 11:50 then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would wait till 11:50 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever everyone drinks their potions, Uslag will also drink her potion.
Alright, so when you get to the yard, let me set the scene here. You come in through kind of a side door, which I'm not really going to mark on the map. And I don't really have your order, but you kind of come into the area in the southwest. You can rearrange yourselves once I reveal it. It looks like kind of like a nature-y type area that is partially lit up by a bunch of glowing mushrooms. You do see a couple of dwarves, deep dwarves, walking around. And what looks like some kind of magical circle in the center of the area.
Does the dwarves look like they're patrolling or passing through?
Some of them look armored, others less so, like more like citizens. But yeah, you don't think they're patrolling. This might be kind of like some kind of hangout area in the chapel. But yeah, you don't see too many people here. And
Can
I
I
go
get
ahead.
a sense of what the circle is?
Uh,
What its purpose is?
So you would have to get closer. You're kind of far away right now. It is glowing. There's a couple of theories you have on what it could be. One of them is a teleportation circle, but it could be a couple of different things. Do you want to try to get closer and take a look, or are you just hanging out here?
I'll just if the group starts to move closer, that's just what I'll be paying attention to try to.
How close would you need to get?
Oh, and I'll kind of mark the dwarves you see on the map.
Like, what kind of range would I need to get to be able to see what kind of circle it was?
I mean, probably. What's your perception?
Not great.
16? Oh, that's not terrible. I'll say within 60 feet.
Can we let us proceed and let us emulate the pace and demeanor of others that are in this area?
Sure.
Like, yeah. So yeah.
Alright, so there's like a guy here, a guy over here. Probably a guy hanging out up here. You do see... Actually, would you even know? Yeah, you're not sure. None of these guys look too... They look more like they're hanging out than like they're on guard. Doesn't look like there's much going on in this area right now.
And you said some of them are armored, but others aren't?
Yeah, so some of these dwarves do have armor. So you're going to move towards the circle?
Yeah, I think we want to kind of
Yes.
match the demeanor of the others that are in the area. So if that's pretty nonchalant or hanging out or taking a walk, then we kind of want to match that.
Alright, give me... Who all's going? Or just all of you going?
I think we should all go, yeah.
Alright, so as you approach... Yeah?
Obvious to cast the spell way back here.
I'll say you can make a stealth check. You're pretty far away. Try to do it quietly.
It's not my forte.
I think that the Roll 20 is doing that thing, Lou.
Ugh. It was so good for a while. I don't know why it's doing it again.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming Chomsky didn't just say something about a long rest just now.
No, probably not.
I'll ask the party, should some of us become invisible, or?
I mean, we are disguised, but you're right. A smaller group might bring less attention and give some advantage at the beginning of any combat we encounter.
Because I'm not confident in me staying quiet, so I might not. I'll just
Yeah.
ride my horse instead.
And I mean, how do we have Carl disguised?
He's a horse.
Is he okay? Is
Horse.
that common
Horse.
down here? What beasts of burden are
Yeah.
common down here?
But yes, Carl is disguised.
Okay, good.
Maybe he's a spider.
He's a spider.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna cast that spell. I have to make a stealth check. But I'm following you guys. Where are we going?
I mean, let's go like around here. Like,
Well,
yeah.
do we still have the +10 stealth from Dugdrin, or has he left?
He has left. He didn't come in here
Okay.
with you.
All right, so I think it sounds like we're approaching without any casting.
Yeah.
All right.
And we
What time
determined that
is it?
Carl is a spider.
Or whatever.
Whatever is a common beast of burden down here.
Sorry, actually, give me one moment. I just need to use the restroom again real quick. Be right back.
Are we missing Uzlog?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, you're
Oh,
not
no,
on
I-
the map. Lucky.
Oh. I missed that.
I'm pinging.
I missed that we were. I thought this was all just
Honestly,
Yeah.
Lou pulled the
spirit of
rest of
mind.
the
I didn't see why we actually had to be on the map, but I will drag my token.
Okay, I was like, maybe it's just
Oh.
behind this
Just
pillar.
that stuff.
Maybe like
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I totally. I was just looking at my character sheet and like stuff,
Understandable.
so I didn't even see the map.
Why
oh,
do I hear boss music? No.
the plan. Because like the plan is running guns a blazing.
I think we should get a little closer, take a look at that circle. Also determine
Where
those
we-
those with
Sorry.
Arcana training, depending on what they're able to discern from the circle, we might want to be ready to see if we can't disrupt that circle somehow. Depending on whether we think it'll be beneficial to our plans here. I don't know.
But I think we're waiting for Froggo to show up, and then we're
Yeah.
jumping him.
This time, let's not split up and run away separately. I think me and Uslog just front line, take him on, and then everyone somewhat close but behind us. And then
Yeah, I mean, Arapel's gonna try and run in with you guys. Probably
yeah, gotcha.
for that Crusader's Mantle. But if we do end up in spots where people are hurting or need help, then Arapel might break off and try and do heals. But in the beginning, Arapel will try to do melee and protection. Yeah.
Eli,
But
will
it's
just
as soon as we see
try not
Froggo.
to die.
Well, right. As soon as we see Froggo, we're good for me just revealing ourselves and just going right at him. Right? We're not doing.
Well, and I don't even think we necessarily I don't know that we can cancel our disguises just like that. I don't know if there
I'm
is
gonna
a.
transform. So.
Oh, you're
it's
gonna
gonna be-
transform, yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
make
I
it
think
through it.
honestly, and we might even be able to surprise him. So, but yeah, if we see him and we're acting nonchalant and nobody is suspicious of us yet in this area, which they might be, but we can try. Then yeah, once we see a good
All right.
opportunity,
Sorry about
maybe
that.
don't try not to run in if we are still some distance from him, and the rest of us will take 7 turns catching up with you.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Because Arapel is not fast.
All right.
Agreed, yeah.
So you are all kind of walking casually towards the circle. As you're going, I'll say you get to about here. And this guy sort of looks over to you. We'll say he's smoking his pipe. He says, wait, you guys, you there. You're not Molten Chapel people. I don't recognize you. What are you doing here?
What time is it?
At this point, it is about, I'll say, 11:50.
Okay, that's when I wanted to cast tongues and stuff.
So you have tongues
And
going,
so-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is speaking in Dwarven, by the way.
Okay. That's quite anyway. What are we doing here? Do we ever come up with like a guise or anything, or like for why we're here?
That's your job.
That's your job.
We probably could have talked about it before.
Eli whispers, "That's your job."
Oh no, I have the telepathic bond.
Oh, you got
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Everyone's got
I-
the bond
I
going.
just-
All right.
Yeah, so I just say it into his head. That's your job.
Maintenance people.
He
Broken sink.
Broken
he,
sink.
Or plumbers.
Do we know who's in charge of the security for this place? Like if it's the fire giants or if it's the...
Yeah, it's the fire. Well, from what you've heard, the fire giants kind of hold reign over this place. They mostly have the dwarves to watch the smaller areas they can't get into.
And so like are we like disguised as dwarfs or something?
You
Yeah, we're
are.
wearing
You have your disguises, but you're not all dwarves. There's like a child, like a human barbarian. I think Arapel was a gnome. Like the disguises you said you wanted.
Like, I think we chose mostly deep races, but we are mixed races and sizes.
Yeah.
Not sizes.
Well,
types.
Uslag is just like a
Nice.
barbarian guy, human.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I've said I was an elf.
Oh, elf.
Basically,
Okay,
but, yeah,
like a deep elf.
because
Deep elf.
It's
Okay.
like the local.
Yeah,
That's
I thought
fine.
all of us chose deep races. Be
Maybe.
a little less standout.
Well, you guys know what you chose. I don't have it
Yeah.
all. But yeah, he would say, like I said, what are you guys doing here? I don't recognize you.
I would say via the bond, like act like we're new contractors, and we are.
Well, I don't recognize you either, but that's probably because we're new. Name's Borak. Pleasure to meet you.
Give me a persuasion check, or actually, give me a deception. What am I
I was
saying?
gonna say, I was like, okay. It's simple as hell.
He says, Borak, huh? I didn't know they brought in more people. I thought they were trying to get rid of a bunch of us. He says, well,
You know, they're anticipating something. You know, they didn't go out and say as much, but you know, I got the distinct idea that they're on edge because of what's been going on with those surface dwellers running around.
yeah, the giant killers and that guy who did that awesome concert.
Just
He's-
between you and me, it was a pretty sick concert. Don't
Says,
tell
hell yeah, brother. Well, a bunch of people got murdered, but other than that, those tunes were fucking slapping.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I mean, the death just made it more metal.
He says, yeah, I mean, I can see that, but
I mean, you know, I left my hardcore mosh days back behind me though. So
he says, oh, where were you there?
yeah, I was in the back though. I didn't get to. I didn't have a good front row seat.
He
Of
says,
the
well,
mayhem.
yeah, everyone in the front died.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why I'm. That's why
I
I'm
assume you
here,
were in the
so.
front. Well, in any case, what sector have you guarding? What area?
I'm gonna be honest. They really didn't. They didn't give us a whole lot of detail. They just said come and guard the. You know. I mean, is there some place that needs more? Because we weren't given a whole lot of directions. I'm not really impressed with the leadership around here.
Give me another deception. He's-
I'm not impressed with the leadership around here. That's pretty accurate, actually.
He would say, well, yeah, the leadership's kind of shit, but the other guards are okay. You know, the people are good. Do you know what your captain's name is, or you got one of those spy captain guys giving you orders?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was one of the spy captains.
Give a
He
very
looked-
generic
he-
description of a deep
yeah.
door.
He looked real shifty.
He was dark and shifty. So he says, I wonder if it was Jim. Probably wasn't Jim, actually. You would know Jim.
No, yeah. Jim. I know Jim. That's not Jim.
He says, well, This is sort of, I don't know if they gave you the tour, but this is kind of the place where we all go to kind of get away from the fire giants when we're on break, and they don't usually come in here. The doors are kind of small, so they have to squeeze through. They don't say I wouldn't say they never come in here, but it's kind of rare. If you see them, I'd stay away from them. They're kind of dicks.
Oh yeah, I don't after the concert. Yeah, I don't plan on being near any fire giants anytime soon. If I can avoid it.
He says exactly. You got the right idea. Anyway, I guess welcome. Just do whatever. Just hang, chillax, and just don't piss off any of the fire giants, and you should be fine.
Oh, brother, don't you believe me? I am here to stand guard, collect a paycheck, and piss off the least amount of people as possible.
And just nods and says, "All right, well, I'm gonna get back to my pipe, but you all enjoy yourselves." He says, "Is there a kid with you?" Now, kind of looking behind Uslag.
It's what's their disguise?
Chomsky is a small child.
What race?
I thought you said human.
Uslag, yeah.
Oh, it's elven? Okay, so small dark elf, I guess. Or
Yeah.
deep elf.
You ever hear what happens to dark elves when they're forced up a top side and hit the sun too early? They stop growing. He's actually
So
like
it's,
300 years old, and he still looks like that.
Give me a deception with disadvantage.
Because when he was young, he accidentally got his own top side. The sun burned him that way.
He says, "No shit. And you never get me going in the sun. I didn't know that, but who knows what it does to a dwarf. Bet it makes your beard burn off or something crazy. Sorry, little guy. I'm sure you are still a nice person, even if you do look like a small child."
You think that's bad? Wait till you have to go to the restroom with him. It's creepy as shit.
He says, "I bet it is. All right, well, you guys have a nice day."
He's like, awkward, go away.
Thanks, Philip.
Actually, that's a strategy. Just like when you're talking to people, make it so awkward that they want to end the conversation. Move
Yeah,
along.
he just goes back to smoking his pipe now.
I told you about my friend's deformed private part.
Wait, are you saying that?
No, I'm just.
Oh, okay.
That's why you make it awkward.
He's making it even more awkward. He's like, I already said go away, you weirdo. Alright, so yeah, what do you want to do?
Just casually, nonchalantly walk towards the circle.
Alright, so yeah, you continue. Go ahead, you can move your tokens. I want to just move you all, so I know where you are. So as you get closer, you can definitely see this is a teleportation circle. But it looks like it's been modified somehow. You might need to detect magic to know more about the auras coming off of it.
Yeah, if Chomsky's saying that, I was like, all right, let's just hang around. We should, something should happen within the next.
You could copy it down if you wanted to. If you wanted to spend a page in your spellbook, if you ever get, circle of teleportation, you could teleport back to this place.
How long would it take to copy it?
You're kind of surprised there's a random... it would probably take like a couple of minutes. But yeah, you're kind of surprised there's like a random circle of teleportation in the middle of this yard. It seems like a security risk.
But yeah, I'll take a couple minutes.
Alright, so you'd have to get closer to do that too. You probably have to be within 10 feet because you need to see the details.
Let's just chill out for now.
Alright.
Right, so you decide better of it.
Can't really
Might have
see-
an opportunity later.
Is it? Sorry, is the map like? I can't.
You can't see?
No, I mean it's like I think half
There's the
like
mountain.
this is the black here, and then this part.
There's a
See,
lot
like,
of
side
obstacles that impede vision, I think.
Yeah, there's obstacles that impede vision, and if you're using light sources, not all the areas are lit.
Oh, okay, that's right. I just couldn't find the tokens. That's why.
Boulder Bottom would say, hey, the way we need to go to get out of here to continue our quest is actually in this area, this courtyard. I didn't realize this is where it was bringing us. Like, if we want to keep going, we could just sneak out of here and continue onward.
That would be pretty
Well,
funny.
I mean, that could be good if things really go badly.
He says, he kind of motions to an area over here. And he says,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, just mentioning, this is where we had to go to continue going towards the tower.
Perhaps we should continue unchanged for the moment in our pursuit of the. I forget the name. I know we've been calling him Froggy, but Arapel would use the title that we'd learned.
For all this.
Farago.
Farago. I believe we should, at the moment, continue with our current plan, but perhaps we could reconsider where we will go after, as our intention for entering this mountain was to continue on the tunnel that will lead us to the Runemaster Tower. We could leave this place via the tunnel known to Boulder Bottom.
I was afraid
Instead
you were
of
going to say
returning-
that.
Yeah. What's that?
He says, I was afraid you were going to say that.
Wait, Raldo says he's afraid of that?
Afraid you were going to say we should just stay here for now.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we should definitely go
Well,
through
we have
with
made
what we're about to
commitments.
do.
Yeah, I know. I just did not want to actually fight this guy. He says, I hope you know what you're doing, Malin.
Well, thank you, though, Raldo,
I give him a
for
big smile.
informing us of a possible, exit route that
He
we are
says,
all.
he says, yeah, no, I didn't realize that he meant that the courtyard he meant was this area, because when I came through here as a youth, there were wasn't all it was a lot more overgrown, and this place was mostly abandoned. The vaults were still sealed, but there was no there was no one really here. There were no fire giants anyway.
Let that be our retreat path then, should things go awry.
Nods and says, all right. Do you want me to kind of show you where it is right now, just in case?
Who spoke just then, before Lou?
That was Glenn.
Okay, I just need to turn you up. You got really quiet, so thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, if you could just show us so we know where to run to.
So we know where to run screaming. All right. So he kind of moves over to this area here. If you guys want to go over there.
Yeah, I'd be curious about it.
This guy, as you approach, be like, "Hey, you guys were speaking to Bob over there. You new here?"
Yes, hi. We are.
All right, let me put Glenn over by this guy. He's talking. Yeah.
Yep.
What are you saying?
Yes, hi. We are new.
He says, well, welcome to the Molten Chapel. I'm Jim. I'm one of the guards in the south sector.
Nice to meet you, Jim. Name's Borat.
He says, nice to meet you, Borat. So what neighborhood are you from? Which, Chomsky, you just throw yourself outside the map.
I saw him go zoom.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'll put you back in. He says, yeah, what area of the city are you from?
What area was the first area we came in where we convinced Kesben? I think he was the first noble house we met.
I think those were the Kesben halls. Yeah,
Alright,
Kesben's halls.
I'm from the Kesben's halls.
Give me a give me a deception. He says, "Oh, yeah, me too. I'm from that area. What street are you on?"
Staying at that tavern that got.
Do I
think.
well,
Feign
I was-
dyslexia.
Yeah,
Staying in that
I was originally staying at the tavern until the fire giants quashed our fun.
Wait, you're staying at the tavern, what?
I was originally staying at the tavern until the fire giants quashed our fun because of those.
Says,
those
"Oh,
outsiders
yeah,
running
that's
around."
right. I heard that the Forge's Fancy was destroyed. That's
Yeah.
it's kind of shitty. But like, where? I mean, you said you were staying there. Like, where were you living though? I mean, like, where do you come from in the neighborhood?"
Oh, from where do I hail?
He says, "Yeah, you
Be
know where
the,
you grew up." He said, "You're from Kesben Halls."
It would have been the east side. You know.
Says, "Give me another deception." Says, "No shit, I'm from the east side too." Did you? What street? Like what area of the east side?
This dude.
Well, I you know,
Does Chomsky have
it's,
any
it's
knowledge
a
of the?
Start sobbing and saying how bad those memories are for you.
let's say I was it's I you know
Yeah, you guys can talk
it's
out
a
loud because
little-
you have the mental connection.
Yeah.
it's a little embarrassing. I lived in the real poor part of town, you know, me and my family.
Can I make like an intelligence check if I know that part? since I've been kind of
Yeah, sure.
living for a
You've
while?
been in the city. Go ahead. Give me an intelligence. So you know that Barrow Street is a really shitty part of the town.
Is it on the east side?
Yes.
All right, I'll tell Glenn that.
He kind of widens his eyes for just a split second, and he's just like, he glows so many, and he just like, yeah, it was hard growing up, you know. My mom, she tried, but it was hard living in Barrow Street.
Oh, Barrows. Oof. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. That's rough. But hey, guard now. You know they don't pay
Hell yeah.
terribly to work at with the Molten Chapel, so you must have been doing okay. Do you spend any
Yeah,
time in the
no.
military or anything?
Not with
A
these
little bit.
hands.
Not with these
Little
hands.
bit. Little bit, not too much. They kind of it's kind of a fuck up. They really they actually didn't want me because I ended up fucking up too much. So they said, you know what, we'll put a weapon in your hand. Least you can fucking do is stand guard, and you know, I can stand and I can hold a weapon. So you know, here I am.
Oh yeah. I guess military isn't for everyone. And at this point, you would hear suddenly an alarm ring out. And
Oh,
the
shit,
guy
what's that?
turns to the north and he says, "North quadrant." Oh shit. Hey, we gotta go, bud. Something's going down. And he starts rushing this way. And he says, "Come on."
All right, I'm right behind you.
We'll hold. We should hold down
Basically,
the fort
like
here.
all of them are now running towards the north with the alarms blaring.
I kind of act like I'm running for a few moments and just moving real slow. Okay.
All right, so are you trying to like fall behind them?
Yeah.
Yeah, like following at a distance.
Give me a deception or stealth.
What I'm rolling.
All of you.
I feel like that trip might require performance.
I'll take a performance roll if you want to do that as well, or instead.
Say
No.
deception or stealth? Well, I mean,
You went with stealth, gnome? You're crazy. You got armor on. Alright, so one of the guys sees you falling behind. He's like, "Come on, man! What are you doing? We got stuff to the north." As these guys are all like rushing through the door. We'll say it's the
got
guy
done
you were
exercising, sorry.
just talking to.
I just like I
Seems-
start fake breathing. I just got done exercising. Sorry, I'm a little winded.
So the one guy's gonna come back over. He's like, "Come on, all of you! What are you doing? We gotta get out of here!"
In a telepathic bond, I would say, shouldn't we tell him that someone should hang back here us to watch the
Wait.
place?
That's a good idea. Wait, this could be a diversion, brother. What if somebody comes up and sneaks up from the other direction while you're all up north?
Give me a deception or persuasion.
Persuasion, if you
I mean, we are absolutely coming from another direction.
like. Yeah, exactly.
He says,
technically
"Oh
no.
shit, big brain on you. Yeah, I'll stay with you. You guys might need some help."
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Good, yeah, good idea. Good idea. We'll make sure to no hanky panky gets done in our quadrant down here.
He pulls out his crossbow. He's like, "Yeah, you got it, brother. Reminds me of my time in the dwarven area, the dwarven empires to the north in that campaign against those stupid surface dwarves, fucking mutants."
Fuck the dwarves. He raises his hand.
Fuck the
He
dwarves.
says, "Yeah, screw those
That's a very
surface."
generic statement.
Is that a kid with you? Now noticing Chomsky back there.
Yeah. Have you ever he
As
does the
the
same
alarm is
thing.
still blaring. And actually, this might, or what are you gonna say to him? You're not just gonna not say anything.
I was just gonna be like, I was just gonna do the same thing. It's like, you ever seen what happens to a giraffe when you get sunlight too early?
Give me a deception. He says, "No shit. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, bud. Man, you gotta stay out of that sunlight. No wonder those surface races are so freaky and messed up." And at
Ugly.
this point, you would hear a lot of noise coming from the south as the door bursts open and Farago and a bunch of giants come rushing through. And MVP votes. Bring your kid to work day.
Ooh.
When you say a bunch, can you be more specific?
Next week on Splitlanders.
Next week you'll find out how fucked you all are.
I got 5 votes. Need one more. All right, so Glenn with 3 votes, your MVP.
Woo, thank you. Definitely need that for next session.
Always helps to have inspiration. Good game, everyone. Lots of good RP this session. I was surprised we didn't get to the battles, but I think we're having fun with the RP.
Yeah, we
next
took
session.
lots of time.
Next session will be an epic, and everyone needs to fucking be here.
3
That's true.
hours.
Everyone has to be here next
3
week.
hours.
3-hour battle.
Boulder
At
Bottom.
least we're not stopping in the middle of combat.
Boulder Bottom's like, "Don't make me fight. I don't want to fight them."
No one's
Oh,
kidding.
he knows where to go if he needs to get out of here.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
gonna
I
run
feel like-
through the cave over there.
Yeah, I feel like he's got an out. He knows. Yeah.
It's just like, later, guys.
But let's keep that in mind, guys. Like when we move around this battlefield, like moving away from this area that we've now been informed has an escape route, would possibly be a challenge. Wait, but you said we heard them coming from the south, so they're
Yes.
actually
Sounds like they're coming from the south, heading towards the north.
all right. So I wonder if they're gonna try and run by us,
Yeah, they're
or
definitely gonna run. I'm gonna distract.
Yeah,
them.
if
I'm gonna go
intercepts.
let out a howl and transform like immediately, so we don't miss them.
all right, and we gotta watch the guy that decided to hang out with us.
No, not Bob. You traitors! And you just like completely annihilate him. Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
know,
like,
maybe he can be our friend.
Convince
it's
him.
like my BG3 build where I have a passive or not passive non-lethal damage toggled on all the time. And it doesn't matter. The game does not recognize that I didn't kill those people.
It
but
does.
I
For,
know
it
I
does
didn't
for
kill
some.
those people.
It does for some characters.
Yeah, there's a few interactions where it makes a difference, but most of the time it doesn't make a difference.
Like what was his name? The that guy or that lady's brother and uncle. I remember I non-lethaled them.
Oh, Marina's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
the
and
hag
it doesn't
person.
matter.
And the
the dialogue still treats it like they're dead.
No, when you talk to her, you can say like I knock them unconscious so they're not dead.
Oh, really? Maybe they
Yeah.
changed it. Okay, cool.
Maybe you accidentally killed them, I don't know, or maybe it was a
Oh, no, I
bug.
definitely didn't.
Because like when I at least when I took them out, like I said to her, don't worry, your brother and uncle or whatever is still alive.
Oh, that wasn't a dialogue choice. And for me, they were two brothers. But anyway, yeah.
Or maybe it was brothers, I forget. I also did that with Lae'zel because apparently if you're an oath, if you're a vengeance paladin, the game gets all mean about you killing a bunch of innocent tieflings to save Lae'zel. That made me an oath breaker.
Well, I never had to kill those tieflings to save Lae'zel. You can talk them out. You can persuade them to just go back to the grove and leave.
Not
leave
when
her to
you
you
roll
and-
shitty. You can't.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I was like, I
I'm gonna
got
head out,
this.
guys. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
See you.
Everyone.
I was
Well,
like,
in my first playthrough, I never even recruited Lae'zel. But yeah, in my second playthrough, like I found the tieflings, and then I saw her in the cage, and then like talked them into just going back to the grove, and they just left. And then I like broke her out of the cage.
yeah, I
But
just
then she's super mean. Like she's super mean to the one tiefling in the grove that we got like the clue that one of the tieflings had seen others of her kind, and she's like, "That's the lead we have to follow." So we go find him, and she like fucking interrogates him and like.
she's mean
basically
to
starves his
Lae'zel is
life.
mean to everyone. She's just mean. Like even later in the game, she's still pretty mean. I'm surprised she never just tried to kill my group.
I mean, she pulled a knife on my tab.
She pulled a knife on Shadowheart. I never had her. Well, she kind of pulled a. I don't think she pulled a knife on my character, but she definitely.
When there's like one point where you're starting to transform, and like the Dream Guardian like stops it. Wait,
That's a random one.
oh, is it? Sorry, let me.
Are you
see. Oh, it's
talking
just-
about the one in camp where like you're asleep and she comes up to you and like pulls a knife on you?
Yeah, I got that one, and
Yeah.
basically.
That's